topics of the week. Also, remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast.
What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, man? Oh.
I know. What's going on, everybody? I mean, listen, let's go. The GRG podcast is live. We're pretty deep. We're deep. You know what I'm saying? It's not just two people. It's great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess when I plan and I start asking people, yeah, man, it's been light the last couple of until other people come in here. Yeah, but you know, that was the thing. That was the problem with that. Because I've been going to so many doctor's appointments. Oh my God, like it's been just so crazy. And so I haven't had the effort and I know it just only just like, hey, you want to come on to the show, whatever. I just and then of course I'm losing my mind on Persona. So and so I'm a fraud on all levels because I said I was going to stream. I haven't streamed. I haven't done fight night. It's been bad. So anyway, the GRG is live. So let's go. What's happening, everybody? You know what? We're going to have some really good discussions. I mean, we were in the back area right here, you know what I'm saying, green room, whatever the hell people want to call it. And we was having the discussion of this one particular topic, which I think a lot of people's going to discuss, just even going forward, because I think it's pretty interesting. So yeah, we'll get into that. There's other stuff to get into, especially the PlayStation VR 2 pricing. I had to bring, you know what I'm saying, a PlayStation level-headed gamer into the fold on this one because of the fact of, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want Ham Solo to be all alone on this because I know that he's going to support the PlayStation VR. So anyway, everybody.
Did you just say level-headed? Please.
Anyway,
Listen
man.
here, RG Viper.
Slow,
Okay,
sir.
you can. I'm just kidding.
What's going on with you? What's going on with Optimus, man? Man, a part-time brother on the next podcast. He only comes on, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be on next week because it's God of War week. So we will see him on next podcast. So yeah, he's going to be
God
there.
of War comes out next week, so I don't know, man. I might not be on there.
Ooh, anyway, so what's going on with you, bro? Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
gonna-
I heard that it
Not
got a
much,
6
man.
out of 10.
Oh,
we gonna talk. We gonna.
okay. That's like every Xbox game of this past generation.
You
and
know,
last
not
generation.
really. They've been
No.
70s.
Yeah.
They've been
Don't
70s.
give me none of that.
They've been
crap.
70s. They've been 70s, man.
Oh,
Come on now.
70?
They've been 70s.
Oh,
70
man.
and up, baby. 70 and up. Let's go.
They're just grazing the yellow tag, huh? They're just grazing it. All right. No, man, I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here, man. Usually, I don't like
Not really. They've been 70s. Yeah.
Lost one of my jobs. I'm good to go.
Good to go.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right. So, I'm going to hit
No,
you up even more often then.
Because what happened was that
Mhm.
I don't care if anybody knows, but I had another job that I was doing part time that was a banking job, just to have insurance.
Oh, I thought it was hooking.
medical
But anyway, go
insurance and
ahead. I
stuff
thought
like that.
I thought it was male hooking.
You thought I was a hooking, man?
I thought she was
I'm
slanging. I thought she was slanging.
I'm out there hooking too. I'm doing all of it.
All right.
But I lost. They let us go, so I was just like, you know what? I got more time now. I'm happy. I hated that doing that job anyways. Like I freaking hated it. So I'm good. They gave me a severance and everything like that because I was there for a little while.
Boy, because you look white, you got away with that, man. You know what I'm saying?
True,
I'll tell you what,
That's
man.
so true. That's so true. You know how true that is.
If you told them you was Latino, man, they would have been like, nah, no severance for you.
No, the funny thing is that where I worked is that there was a lot of Latinos, so they couldn't really, just.
Oh, so they couldn't discriminate. Okay, good deal, good deal. Oh, so that's how you sneak in maneuver. I got you, but
exactly.
But you still have your main job because I thought when you said you got laid off, I was like, holy shit, what is he?
No.
What's he gonna do now? Okay,
no,
so
film is still good. Yeah, we're still plugging away on that. It's just
okay.
It was just really just to have insurance, because insurance, costs a lot here in California.
Oh,
I mean, I could get
everything costs. Water costs too much in LA.
I could get the cheaper medical insurance here, but you're not going to get the best of the benefits. It's not very good. It's not good at all. But
Don't they also have a rule in California that you can't have one of those BFG GPUs because of the energy that it takes up?
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah.
What?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
California isn't a real place. I refuse.
It's not. It's a magical place where unicorns live.
Oh my God. Well, I gotta finish doing the introductions. Look, see, so nobody can say anything about how I do my introductions or my outros on next podcast. Cause I mean, this right here was ridiculous. I started talking about all types of stuff.
Mooch goes for like an hour, dude. So don't let.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I just wanted to make sense. See, and Bot never says that. Bot never says that. But of course, we know how he is about Mooch.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah,
he's a little tenderoni. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, shout out to my brother Bob, man. Anyway, so Viper, you know what I'm saying? He's still trying to get his podcasting chops going. And as now I am now the official I think I've got a label now as me being the podcast nurturer. I mean, Ham, we were sitting there making that discussion, you know what I'm saying, when Lemon came in and everything, and I was like, and people always, hey, where's this guy? What happened to this girl? What happened to them? And I say, man, they go and they branch out, they do their own thing. I'm all in support of that. They join other crews and whatever like that, and they may come back to the nest and say what's up. So now I'm doing my other batch of nurturing, you know what I'm saying, with Ham Solo. He's been in the game for a while, but of course, trying to help a brother out, get him to be recognized more. But Viper is a newbie, like just come right straight, like you know what I'm saying, like when Delilah and Infamous and them came through, you know what I'm saying, just so and like 108 Dragons, even though he was doing podcasting, but he was still being nurtured. So, you know what I'm saying? So I will wing these people under the
baby bird.
Baby, yeah, like a baby bird, and then I will take care of them and nurture them until they are fed off of the K Mega tit and teat, and then send them away. So that's what I'm gonna do with Viper. Viper, how you doing? They are. My wife loves them. Big, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, let's go. Anyway, so I gotta stop it. Anyway, I gotta stop it. Viper, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
I'm all right, Big Daddy.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah, we being messy today.
Well, it's already getting started. I'm ready. All right. So now we, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. You know, I do appreciate my brothers in gaming, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel weird when it's just a sausage party. You know, we got to hit some females up in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm always a person that is always about female gamers. And you know what? So this is her first time coming on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to expect, but you know what? I know that we're going to have fun. We're going to do it. So, Cozy, what's going on with you? How you doing? Let everybody know what you got going on since this is your first time coming on to the show, and do all that, man. How you been? How you doing?
All right. Hey, thanks for having me. I am so excited to be here. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little, I'm tweaking.
Nice.
I'm not only excited to be here. You know, I was on earlier with Ham on bullshitting, and I happen to continue drinking coffee because I made an entire pot, right? But it's Ethiopian coffee. It's not normal coffee. So if you make a pot of it, you can't waste a cup of it. So I had 3 earlier, and now I've had 3 again, and there's still like a cup and a half left. Okay, I'll calm down.
Wow.
Oh,
okay, so listen, I've never had Ethiopian coffee. So enlighten us, because I mean, you are probably the only person I've seen to ever be on a podcast and show what you're eating on the podcast, which is not normal foods, but is Ethiopian.
No, this shit ain't normal at all, bro.
It's not normal. It's not normal. But Ethiopian coffee sound like it would be normal. But how potent is it compared to, let's just say, okay, espresso? How much? How you know? Because espresso, coffee with like, let's say double espresso, is it on that same type of wavelength, or is it even more enhanced than that? Like, I mean, what are we talking about here?
You don't drink Ethiopian coffee because you want that coffee kick. You drink Ethiopian coffee because you enjoy the taste of coffee. If you did not know, Ethiopia is the birthplace of coffee.
I did not know that.
Like the oldest coffee culture in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know.
In Ethiopian, like, so if you get single source coffees, they each have a different flavor depending on, like, you know, the soil and all that affects the flavor of the coffee. Ethiopian coffee tends to be like, you know, pretty, it's a dark roast, but it's very mild. It's like a lot milder, but it still has like a really bold flavor for like a coffee that doesn't have a harsh flavor. It has a very soft, mellow kind of flavor, but it's, I'd say, a little earthy and like kind of fruity, but still very strong and bold, but not in a way that you would get from your typical dark coffee.
Damn. Okay. Well, whatever it is, this got you lit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when Loke comes here, because now we have an understanding. Loke is he's on another podcast. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
Doomslayers, right?
Yeah, he's on Doomslayers. Yeah, so shout out to him, Doomslayer and them. You know what I'm saying? I'm always happy to see.
No, he's not. He told me to tell you that he doesn't know what you're talking about.
They posted it the other day. They posted it. They posted that was it. That was their new panel member.
He told me that he is TSWS through and through, and he doesn't know what you're talking about, sir.
No. Listen.
Lying to you, Ham.
Yeah, he's
lying to you, Ham.
I'm not saying he's like I said. I used to do the same thing. I was on when I first started, I was on 4 or 5 podcasts. So I did ask him. I don't care if he goes where. I don't care where any of these degenerates decide to go. And
Start talking on other I don't care what
how
they
you
do.
do
And he hasn't done that.
Crumb statues. Come on now.
Wow. Oh, good grief. Listen. Okay. Well, let's just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
he
he said legit, like he does not know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, it was posted on there. It was posted on there. But regardless, we got understanding. You know what I'm saying? He wants to come once a month. But he said he's coming next week for sure because of God of War, because he's excited, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have trivia, and so therefore I got to get mentally prepared and ready so I can get that win. Don't make any more, no more mistakes, no more mistakes.
You mean get mentally ready to cheat?
I don't cheat. Stop that. I don't cheat, sucker. Anyway, I was in second place, but I don't cheat.
I'll never forget that last one.
Oh my God.
Secretly
especially
I was
fighting
not
games,
cheating.
he teaches all the time in fighting games.
Oh my God. People in the chat, share this out because this show is going to be wild as hell. I tell you this right now. But Ham Solo, you know what I'm saying? Let everybody know about your podcast and how you have your people on. You know what I'm saying? You're giving them Ham Solo. You got them on the Ham Solo teat. You know what I'm saying? And you're branching them out. Disrespectful. You're a nurturer. You're helping them. You know what I'm saying? You're supporting them. You're caring. You're holding them. You know what I'm saying? And you just say, "I got you." That's what I did with 108 when I first got him. It was saying, when I had 108, I held him and I said, "I'm going to." I told him just like that, and I said, "I'm going to take care of you, boy. I'm going to get you out there, out in the field."
You had a podcast.
Shout out to 108. Shout out.
Oh my God.
I had him in a little 108 Dragons blanket and everything, and I was like, "Go to sleep." All right, let me stop, man. Okay, I'm Solo. Where can they find you and do all that other great stuff, man? How you been, brother?
You sick bastard.
I am. I'm a bastard tonight. You just wait till we get into these topics. I'm going to be messy as hell. Boy, it's going to be fun as hell. Let's go.
All right, but anyways, thank you, K-Maker. Anyways, yeah, we had our show earlier today. Me, Cozy, and Loke. We had a guest, which is in your chat right now.
Yes.
Cult Classic Cage come through. Cassie Cage, super dope individual. She just hit over 1,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. So congrats.
Great job.
I was talking to her after the show about possibly being interested in coming on here.
Oh, really?
Sometime soon.
Really?
And she said that, hey, if K Mega's a legit dude, sure. And I mean,
well, let me tighten it up then, because she might think I'm too messy
right now, bro. You looking messy.
Looking real bad right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Let me get back to my professional ways.
I can't tell my friends.
You looking suspect, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to button it up. I'm going to button it up. Okay, but that was great. My goodness. Yeah, tell them in the chat for sure. We can do that.
Yeah, I had her on earlier. It is a fantastic show. Been doing my episodes of Behind Them Sticks as well every Tuesday and Thursday. Got a couple more people coming up this week. So if you want to check me out, hit me up on Twitter at HamSolo05 Gaming, or you can just follow me straight from the source, TSWS Gaming on YouTube. So yeah, that's what I've been doing channel wise. But as for what I've been gaming lately, you already know.
I already know.
You're a fake gamer.
How far are you? How far are you? Where are you at now?
I'm on July 7th right now. I'm heading into.
Man, the both of you are frauds as motherfuckers.
They're fake gamers.
Fake gamers.
How we fake?
That way back in freaking 20.
I played some of it way back on the PlayStation.
I did. Yeah, it just you know what I'm saying, that PlayStation controller hurts my thumbs, man. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, with these manly hands.
To use a PlayStation controller. Those controllers are made for like 5-year-olds.
See, listen. We got to listen to the lady on the panel. You know what I mean? All right, that's what I'm saying. But no, I know. But for real, my intention was to play Persona. I did play Persona on the PlayStation when I bought it day one. And then I played it for like 10 hours and then I got to doing something else. I will have to say this before we get started, because you know how we do it. If you know new to GRG, we talk, we kind of bullshit around before we get into the topics. But I have to give credit to Don for kind of reeling me in on how I game, because what I would do, I would play a game for so long, then it's like a piece of candy, and then I'll jump on another game, and then here comes another a piece of candy, and then I'm on them and I'm like having like 5 or 6 games I'm playing at one time, and then I catch myself playing the one particular game I like the most out of that 5, and then going through that, and then it comes a brand new game, and then I'm on that, and then I have to come back years later to catch up with those other games. That's exactly what happened with Persona. But Don was like, man, he said you bought, because there was one time I bought like 7 games within like 2 weeks. And he was like, are you going to beat them all? And I'm like, probably not. And he says, why are you buying them like that, man? Why, you could wait for a sale. Why are you why are you like that? And I'm like, bro, I don't know. And he's like, just play the game that you like the most and just continue to keep playing it. And I'm like
the Don can judge. Come on.
That is true. But I took that advice. And so I said, all right, I'm finna go back and I'm finna play Dragon Age Inquisition, because that was the game that I hated it at first. I couldn't stand it. And I said, I played about around, because that's kind of like the draw line between 7 and 10 hours. And then if I'm going past that, then I'm going to continue to keep playing it. But I stopped playing it. I did not like it. It was boring to me. So I was like, all right, I'm going to have to start all over, because I could forgot everything that's going on. And then after I got past that part that I thought was boring, and then I just completely fell in love, and I beat everything. And I was like, you know what? This makes sense. And then so now I have this situation what's going on is where now when I'm playing a big game like Elden Ring or now here's Persona 5, I'm losing my damn mind. And now people are like, Mega, what's going on? Why you ain't streaming nothing? I'm just caught up into this world. So right now, where I'm at on Persona 5 Royale is October 28th. I'm sorry, October 9th. I'm on October 9th. And I got I think 5 days or so before I have to change that palace's heart. So yeah, and your girl. Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get her. No, I'm still gonna think. I think I want. No, not Lady On. Kasami, because that's who Ham Solo likes. Ham Solo likes her.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, she's all right. But I'm you know what? I'm a freak. I like the teacher. I like the teacher. I like the teacher. I like the teacher. I got her coming in there all the time, cleaning the house. You know what I'm saying? It's master.
You are a freak, man,
bro. And then oh man. So anyway, okay. Let's not get into this. All right. Anyway, so how are you enjoying the game? Obviously,
so freaky.
Stop it. But so far, what do you think about Persona, Pam? So far for what you've been playing?
Really, it's a lot of fun. Turn-based combat is pretty entertaining. The story is extremely deep.
Yeah.
And so is the combat as well. Sometimes the story is so deep that I get irritated.
Oh, damn.
Because it's just because they go back and forth on talking scenes and non-talking scenes.
Yeah.
And there are days where I enjoy reading it more than I do listening to it. Mm-hmm. And there are days that I'd rather listen to it than read it.
Yeah.
And on the days that I'd rather listen to it than read it, it's the most frustrating.
Yeah.
Because it's just I feel like I'm forcing myself to try to enjoy something that I'm not loving at the moment. So it's a hit and miss sometimes for me on how deep certain parts of the story are. Mm-hmm. I've definitely noticed some spots that I can skip things and go faster.
Yeah.
Because it's just all right, I don't need to learn about all this stuff about these questions. in the classroom and stuff like that.
Well, you actually need you actually need those.
Well, see, I answer the questions for the most part correctly, but I'm just talking about like before and then after.
Oh yeah, when you actually like just keep it Zoom because it's the same stuff, and Morgana say the same thing. And then, I'm hoping that somebody in the classroom will say something different, like, "Oh, cheat sheet!" Like, shut up. Okay, can you say something else? But anyway, there was a part in the game for me that really got stale. And Dark, I believe you beat it too. You beat Persona, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, there was a part that got really stale, and I was like, now this was just so unnecessary. And that was when they went on. That's when they went to Hawaii. That was so boring. I was like, I could be calling the teacher back on in, or I could be seeing the doctor, or I could be talking to the fortune teller or whatever.
You're a freak, man.
Yes,
that's why.
Get your ass to work, girl, in that outfit, master. I love it. So like, yes, yeah. But the one thing I did, I seen the teacher, because Anne is. I'm not normally into like the blondes like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not usually into those type of characters. But I like her because she's more of she's like a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? She's really cool, right? She's feisty. She's cool. But then when I seen the teacher in the bikini, I'm like, wait a minute now. So I don't know. It's between three of them. And the redhead is not. I do like Kasumi, but you know what I'm saying? Nah. So it's got to be between Anne, the teacher, and I'm kind of leaning it and the doctor, because I got them really close to finishing them off, because I like the doctor. I like the doctor a lot. So you know what I'm saying. So or maybe I'm just maybe a perv. Sir X-Man in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I am a perv. Sir X-Man in chat, he says, don't believe the K Mega hype. It's fake. Good God, man, the disrespect around here. All right, let's get to the topic, guys. All right, and that's talking about the PlayStation VR 2. Let's go to the lady first. If that's what. All right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Gentlemen. So for cult classic Cage, you know what I'm saying? Cage, you know what I'm saying? Understand. I am a gentleman. What do you think about this price point? It's the PSVR 2 is $550. It is loaded. Now, when people say that for what's all in the device, it definitely could be more, and it is one of the it is the cheapest on the market compared to other devices that has similar type of specs. But the one thing for me that I think that might be problematic is the fact that it isn't PC. It's not going to be acceptable to be going on PC yet, or accessible, I should say. So do you think that was a problem for PlayStation to do that? Or do you think that this could actually, that Sony could actually get people that's just on PlayStation to buy in for the PlayStation VR, knowing for that price range? What do you think?
I think the price range is good. I think people who are like looking at it like, man, this is a lot of money, aren't understanding, what decent VR is going to cost them. And that's something because people are looking at, I guess, what's the cheapo Facebook one? People are looking at that one saying, people are looking at that one and saying, well, look at the price of that one. That's not a comparable, really, device.
Or Quest, I should say.
Yeah, that's what's called Quest. Yeah.
But if you're looking at comparable VR headsets, then I think the price is perfectly reasonable.
Okay. Do you think that the PlayStation community itself, or just saying the PlayStation gamers, do you think that they'll buy that? Do you think that it'll sell day one, pretty much? Do you think people will?
Yes, I think it will. But here's the thing: that I know you VR enthusiasts will hate to hear this. VR is an enthusiast product. No one but enthusiasts cares about VR right now. It'll probably be like, maybe 10 years from now, at least, before VR actually becomes something other than an enthusiast product.
Okay. All right. Great point. I think I'm going to come back to you for another question, though, because I think, after I hear everybody else's point of view, but I kind of want to add, because you're pretty adamant about your point about it. So I'm thinking, okay, all right, no doubt. So let's go to you, Artemis. You've seen the specs. I do believe that you own a PlayStation VR 1. Are you going to pick up a PlayStation VR 2?
I don't own any VR.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't like VR.
I thought you did.
Waste of money.
Okay.
In terms of, anything. I personally would rather just buy games with that money than pay, for a peripheral, an add-on to my console. I've always been like that. It's like me, like with DLC. Like I don't ever buy DLC because I just don't feel like it's warranted. So it's just one of those things for me. I don't feel like it's even a viable option for myself. I like just putting a game on and playing with a controller. That's my main thing. VR, I've tried it, of course. I have tried it. I have gone over to a friend's house and played on their VR headset. It's cool. Like I think it's a really cool thing. It's just not for me to own. Like it's something that like I would be like, oh, I'm gonna go over to a friend's house and play some VR just to have something else to do. It's not something that I'm like, oh, I need this in my house, kind of thing. But I do think that whatever they have in the PSVR 2 is really good. Like the technology that they have in it, it's pretty solid technology. So it's going to be interesting to see where how well this VR headset sells, because if they're selling at 550, like Cozy said, it's not a lot of money to get a really good VR headset. I think it'll gravitate towards a lot of people who are interested in VR, but then I also think that it's going to sell quite a bit during the holidays. Once it comes out, like because it comes out in February, so I think it'll probably sell that initial, how you call them, the stands will buy it at first,
Yeah.
and then you'll see more people buying it throughout the year, and then you'll see that big jump probably during Christmas time. That's when you'll see that huge jump. Yeah, I think that it's a interesting little product. I don't see a ton of people getting into it, but I also think that it really comes down to the software that's coming with it, or that's going to be on there. That's the main thing. Because I know they have like 11 games or something like that for it so far. But I think the list is growing and it's getting bigger. So who knows, how many games they're gonna have at launch, or right around launch for it. Because I really feel like they're gonna need a lot of games, and they're gonna need stuff that you can't get anywhere else either, So it's going to be interesting. I always like to watch that stuff, even though I don't participate in it. I do like watching to see where it goes and how it turns out.
Okay, that's everybody's being pretty nice here. I'm going to have to see what's going on when we get now to. We're going to go to Viper.
What do you want me? What do you want me to say? You want me to say it's fucking trash?
No. We're not saying. Listen, yeah. So listen, we got King Thrash in the building, Cali Rex in the building, Fahim. You know what I'm saying? We got Stone King. We you know what I'm saying? So they're coming in here. They listening. They want to see what we have to say. I can't wait till it's my turn to give you my thoughts about this. But yeah, we're gonna go to you, Viper. What is your initial thoughts about this price point, man? Is it too much? I'm not like, again, you've heard what I said, like, and others has come out there and said, look, the specs, they're spot on. They're for anything else in the market, it's going to be much more expensive. So this is at a good price point for that. But will PlayStation gamers support that price day one, or until or before the price will go down? Do you think that they will just fall off the shelves? Will fly off the shelves. They might fall off the shelves instead, but they'll see if they fly.
Now, in the words of lying, flying, crying Jim Ryan.
Let's go. Let's go.
That these PlayStation fanboys aren't enough. That's the reason why he went to PC. Now, I don't understand why he didn't make this thing compatible with the PC. That's a big, big mistake. I mean, granted, the specs on it are extremely nice, and the price for it, yeah, it's nice too. But I don't think these fanboys are going out there to purchase $1,100 worth of a PS5 physical edition and a PlayStation VR. $1,100 is a steep price to ask for a full VR thing, because this thing doesn't work without a PlayStation. Just remember that. So either you're going to be
you're counting the PlayStation 5 and the PSVR together.
Because if you don't have a PlayStation 5, you can't play PlayStation VR 2. And if you previously had PlayStation VR and PlayStation 4, you can't transfer your games over to this one. So this, I should say, is a cash grab. Because how in the hell is anybody going to jump in with this type of money that they've got to spend? Because they already raised the price on the console. How much are the games going to cost now? Think about that.
That's a great question.
Are they going to charge you a full $70 for these games? Because I know bundled in the $600 VR unit, that's Horizon Call of the Mountain. So it's $600 instead of $550. So you're trying to lie to us and tell us that, oh, it's going to cost $50. It's a smaller experience. Bullshit. You know your damn game's going to cost $70. And here's another thing. I know that Sony ain't even interested or even serious about VR. Because why did you shut down that studio in the UK that focused on VR? Why did you shut down Japan's studio that made a VR game? And that was the same studio that worked on Astrobot. So if you're really serious about VR, you would have kept those two studios. You would have made sure that this VR is compatible with the PC, because you know you're making bank on the PC right now when putting your games over there. So right now, this is just a money grab. I think the specs are good. I think the price point for the specs are actually good as well. But this is a cash grab, and they're not going to support this past 2-3 years. So this is a waste.
Why do you sound like a Southern lawyer? You hear, sir? I will deny everything.
You know why I sound like this right now? Because I'm gonna turn to my alter ego.
No,
ho. Me not like all of this here shit that I come out from Jim Ryan. Him not know what him doing in a business. He need to get him ass out. All right. Okay, back to my regular voice.
All right. Well, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. All right. Cool. You know what? You made a lot of solid points. I mean, everybody so far has made solid points. I'm not going to sit here and just completely dog out the PlayStation VR, because I'm like Dark. I don't care about VR. So I don't know. But Ham, are you going to be the voice of reason or the voice of slander? I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about this, man. Is this price point fair? And do you think that this thing will sell like gangbusters?
Be slander.
Oh my God! This man's supposed to be at work. Let him talk.
I'm gonna excuse myself and be a gentleman and let. I mean, because I always open the door for the elderly.
Oh my God!
I always open the door for the elderly whenever they come
the door
through.
Shut on the elderly. That's
man.
So, Sir X-Man.
Yeah, but
would you be obliged to walk through this door for me real quick?
Yes, I will give you a brief synopsis of the situation.
Oh man, this
Oh,
man
here
at
we
work
go.
trying to talk
Not-
intelligent. What?
This
What?
about to be greasy.
This
Let's
about to
listen.
be. Oh man. Oh.
This is about to be greasy.
Oh man.
Like
Okay.
Lakers
All
fan.
right.
All right. So let's hear it.
This is
Everybody
Nick
that
Bone.
knows me in the chat, here it comes.
Nope. Feed the Mogwai. It's time to feed the Mogwai after midnight. God, come on. Okay, go ahead now.
The nurse didn't
Okay,
get
you started off with a price hike for your PS5.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And this is around the time where most consoles drop in price.
Wow.
But you want to charge, it ain't in the US, but technically it is because you're also including Horizon Zero 5. Well, you know what I'm talking about, that Horizon game.
Horizon Forbidden
And-
West,
the
yeah.
third game, dude.
Yeah, that thing. Shut up,
Play
Dark.
Horizon
Ain't
Zero
nobody
5.
talking to you.
The disrespect.
Yeah. They got 3 more games to make. I'm sorry, I'm reading into the future. But and you bring out now a VR, which I understand the specs. It's kind of worthy with all your specs. I read it down, and it is worth the 550, which is understandable. But in a recession, you should have pushed this off, and you don't have enough games coming out for it to justify it. It's not backwards compatible with your previous VR games from your previous system, which is a big mark because there are a lot of games like so what is that, the Star Trek one, Jet Crew, that people still play. I saw them streaming it the other day, and they still stream it in Trek World. So you want to lock them out and make them pay $550 for your new controller. I am really being nice today, ain't I, K Mega?
Oh yeah.
And you have how many games? I heard Crap Gamer say he got 72 games on
Wow.
his console right now for the PS4.
Dev's
So
working on
you're
it?
trying to tell him. What'd you say, young lady?
Weren't devs working on making their games backwards compatible?
Nope. They're not backwards compatible.
Well,
No.
I mean, work.
nope.
What?
Nope.
Not
The new VR is not backwards compatible
not-
with PS4.
maybe later, but for right now, no, there is no backwards compatibility. They're not compatible with the new VR.
So day one, you might have 5 games that are probably going to be $70 a piece that are going to
Come
be.
on, man. Are you really thinking that those games are going to be that much money?
They're
Yep.
not going to
Yes,
make it.
they
that
will
much
be.
money.
They can't
they
be
don't.
$70. No,
they
they're-
will not.
because
dude.
the other games were like what, anywhere from 15 to 30 max.
So, yeah, 15 to 50
but-
actually, but
15 to 50.
Listen to the preach.
Uh-oh.
Listen to the preach.
Okay.
That was back then with Sony before they started getting greedy.
Mm.
Okay, they're gonna get greedy because they're gonna say this: the price justifies all the new specs and the new hardware that you're getting.
Go ahead,
What?
preach it.
That's
No,
exactly
no.
what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that's exactly
no,
what they're gonna
that's
say.
not.
Exactly
That's not what's going to happen.
Yep.
Nope.
Dark,
Didn't Sony say?
shut your shut your
didn't Sony-
PlayStation ass up right now.
I think-
It's the Mogwai
I think
turn,
you guys.
all
I
right?
think you guys
Uh-oh.
been slipping on that. I think you guys been sipping on that Xbox Kool-Aid too long.
Man. Don't start
keep
that.
it going right. You do not want to be
Step away
included in
from
the
the
Mogwai
Kool-Aid, man.
situation right
It's
now.
a cult. They're trying to kill you.
Oh
That's what
my
they're trying to
god!
do.
Wow! Wow!
VR
What
is
is that?
still a pretty new technology. I would not expect a company like Sony to be able to do.
Well, it's not
what
new
PSVR
technology, but it's not new technology. It's because
No, I know it's not new technology.
Yeah, okay.
It's just, I mean,
It's
it's not a mature
improved
technology.
It's improved technology. Now
Right.
there are VRs out there like the HTC Vive and the other ones that offer you this technology that Sony's giving at a cheaper price. I give them kudos for that. The price is not bad for what you're getting. But what Sony's been doing later is trying to justify a higher pocketbook. So I say it again, so they can get some of that $220 million in debt paid off and look good
You gotta talk about
for
their pockets like that, man.
the principal.
Where are you getting this
They always
I don't
talk
think
about
$222?
they
Why
always
are you
talk
talking
about
about they?
Where are you
Why are
getting
you
this
talking about
they
that?
always talk about our pockets.
22 million. Where are you
The
getting
big
this 22?
issue is that VR isn't like Sony's VR isn't where
Right,
it
I
needs to
know
be.
that.
You can maintain like all these other things. And Sony is also, let's be honest, they're a shit software company. They make good like games, but their back
they
end
do.
is garbage.
Oh.
That's not even. This is. I'm not even that.
How
It's.
dare
We
you.
all know their back end is garbage. Like no, I'm serious.
I'm just laughing. I'm not trying to jump back on you. I'm just saying.
Whoa. You know, I'm on short time because I'm just part time at work right. You know, I took a break at work right
You're
now
on
to get
short
on
time
with
because
it.
the nurse is gonna come in.
But you shut your ass up. At least
Oof.
I still got a job, motherfucker.
Oh shit! The
Oh.
disrespect.
I know, just
Wow.
hit me in the jugular, didn't you?
Wow. Mm.
right in the kudos, man. You know that
Oh
already.
man.
He
But
hit you in the fallopian tubes, huh?
But ain't nobody gonna have no money to buy the system until tax time. That's why they scheduled the game to come out in February because they're assuming that
Yeah, because
most
Texas.
people with their tax checks, right, are gonna just go out and splurge. I can get that VR now, but you got to remember one thing also: scalpers are gonna get to it first, and then scalpers gonna jack the crap out of the price. People keep forgetting about the scalpers.
That
So
is a point.
that thing might end up being over $1,000 just to pick one up, and then you ain't gonna have no
I think
warranty with it. So
no,
when
I think
something goes wrong with it,
they figured out how to stop those scalpers. To be honest, with the whole
uh,
they figured it out. Like places
well,
like
let's
Walmart,
see.
Target, they've figured it out how to
It's
stop
not about Walmart,
people.
Target. It's about Sony gonna be selling it day one on their online site, Dark.
Yeah, but
And you know if they
they do
don't,
that same thing. They do a queue, dude. They do the same thing as Walmart does. They do a queue and
we
they
will
put you
see.
in a queue and then you wait in line and then they allow you to buy it. That's how they do it. And then they send you
We
you're going to
will
have to
see, Dark.
register to do it. You're going to have to register to get it, and you're thinking of like of 2020 yeah 2020 2021 where there was none of this stuff where they had uh uh queues to wait in line to get something. They have that now, so that
Dark.
you're not
I
going to
was just,
have that
I
problem,
was
that
just
same problem.
I was just pointing that out that it could happen. It could happen. But a lot of people don't have that kind of money right now. Also, you know, you're thinking about just a bad economy, and you know, 550 for the same price as a console right now. You know, for a VR this niche, it's not gonna fly well. It's probably gonna take about a year or two for that thing to catch on, man.
It's never gonna
Okay.
And
I
catch
don't
it,
know.
on.
I don't I think it's already gonna catch on as soon as it comes out, man. To be
Ooh.
honest.
Now who's drinking the Kool-Aid? Anyway.
I
Okay.
think it's going to reach
you
about
know
the
what?
same amount of people as the current VR because most gamers are not going to buy into get VR. So when people talk about the
Right.
price and everything, this is an enthusiast product. This isn't a product that your average Joe gamer gives a fuck about. It's going
That
to
is
reach
No.
about the same what
that is true.
measly
And
5 million that the other one reached because most people it's a little novelty item for enthusiasts. That's all VR is.
Thank you.
Good
And
point.
Dark, remember, he is in California where weed is legal, so he does get a little high every now and then and forgets what he's saying.
Oh my
But
God.
but
I wish I could
that's
come
just my
through the
point
screen right
on
now
it.
and slap you right across your face.
Ah,
Bring that shit.
dang.
Bring
Wow.
it.
Let's go. Anyway.
Ding, ding,
Oh,
ding, ding,
But
ding.
I just wanted to get that point out. I'll catch you
okay.
guys later.
Later, thanks,
Man,
Hot.
Yeah. Go, nurse.
I
Your
love
patient has
fucking
escaped its
Vegas hot.
asylum again.
Oh my
You
God.
need to come
Anyway,
on.
I'm going to give you your props on something here on one of our later topics, Sir X-Man. So just keep listening, brother,
All
and
right,
I
buddy.
appreciate you because
So you know what I'm talking about. You talking about the crystal thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna definitely give you your props on that. Yeah, because you said that way before anybody. Because I seen Slow Mo bring it up. I guess it was a couple of weeks ago. But you said it months ago. You was bringing it up, and I was rejecting it and everything. We was talking about it on GRG, and of course, But anyway, we'll talk about that later. But you're gonna get your flowers here a little bit later, brother.
I'll be on for that. I'll catch you back a little bit later, man. Let me get back to work.
All right, brother. Okay, thanks for you know what I'm saying. So this is what we're going to get from Sir X-Man. Sir X-Man is going to come through the show at his job every once in a while and just say something on a certain topic that he wants to. So there's no escaping it. So you know what I'm saying. So we will have our Don't Feed the Mogwai after 12 segment every Friday.
No, someone needs to put him in a straitjacket, just so you know.
Don't forget, he's the same person. The very same person that agreed with me. So there you go.
Right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We'll
somebody needs to come and get you and put you in a straitjacket and take you to the asylum.
So Ham Solo, what is your thoughts, brother, man? I mean, since you sit there and you conceded to Sir X-Man and all of that messiness, what are you in agreement with him? Are you indifferent? Are you on the same side with Optimus and Cozy when it comes to like it's going to just fly off the shelves? Where are you at, brother?
So I'm kind of in my own lane over here a little bit.
Haven himself.
I mean, I guess I guess I agree with Cozy a lot, which I said earlier, on the like maturity of virtual reality right now. It's just not really, it's not really there for me quite yet. Like I already like I have the Oculus Quest 2, and I don't use it that often because to me it's just it's very novelty. It's very much something I'll whip out every once in a great while. Play some like
what are you whipping out, bro? Come on.
Keep it in your pants.
But I'll play like Flight Sim on it. I'll play Flight Sim on it or like Star Wars Squadron. I do have like Beat Saber and Super Hot as well. And it's cool. Do I see myself jumping out of my chair to get this VR from PlayStation? No. The specs on it are very impressive. The price is really fair to me. The only thing that kind of like pulls it down a little bit is maybe the fact that you have to have the PlayStation to even play on it. But I mean, other than that, I think it's really good for those that are looking for it. But for me, it's just like I don't really want to. Here's what I said earlier on my podcast. There isn't that game that I have to be there for that's on any VR device. And like people say, oh, Half-Life Alyx, sure, there's that old game, but I'm not that interested in it. There needs to be like a few games on like if I was new to the Xbox, I'd be able to, see Gears, see Forza, see Halo, see Game Pass, and just be like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. When I look at, the PlayStation, you see God of War, Horizon, and all this other stuff, and it's like, dang, I gotta have that. Unless you're like a Horizon fan or a massive Resident Evil fan, I don't really see the need to jump out of your seat to get this VR quite yet, unless you just gotta have it and you're a big PlayStation connoisseur or something like that. Will it fly off the shelves? Initially it will, but I think it'll taper off after a little while.
All right.
I don't think it'll be like year after year, just like they just can't, keep these things in stock. I don't think it'll be like that.
All right.
Anybody know how much the PSVR 1 How many of that sold already?
I'm already on it. That's why I was waiting for him.
Wasn't there just a couple million?
Yep, it was 2.6 million. It was
out of how many PlayStation 4s that were sold?
Oh well, I mean, that's not even comparable, right? No, but I'm just saying for just the VR. I'm not going to do that. See, you want me to get extra messy. I'm saying my messy to another topic.
No. Yeah. Let's get messy because you know why? Every time I turn around, Xbox dudes are saying stuff about numbers and talking about how much this sold and how much that sold, and I'm like sitting here like, really?
Oh. Wait,
there's a method to my madness. There's a method to my madness.
Gamers saying anything like that.
Stop that! Shut your mouth! You're about to get muted for lying. Don't you come? You can come here and be messy, but don't you come here lying. So don't you do it? But anyway, hold on. Let's let me make this point. Boy, this man here. Okay, so
about to get lit.
This it sold 2.6 million, and even Sony said themselves that it didn't meet the expectations that they were looking for and their price at that point in time was around, I believe, $350, $400.
Sounds like another company that I know of that doesn't meet expectations. Oops.
Right. Yeah. So let me. Okay. So right here, I'm reading this. It says gaming industry research firm Super Data lowers its 2016 sales expectations for Sony's PlayStation VR headset from 2.6 million. Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong, Jack. Hold on.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. From VR. All right, but I always correct myself, and it always makes the situation worse for the stands. VR headset from 2.6 million units sold to less than 750,000. So the PlayStation VR sold less than 750,000 units.
5 million.
I thought it was a couple million.
Oh, no.
No. 5 billion.
No. Okay, so let me read this. Okay. Super Data originally had 2016 sales for PlayStation VR pegged at 2.6 million, presumably expecting a boost from the recent Black Friday holiday shopping weekend. However, such a boost apparently didn't occur, as Super Data is now expecting the PlayStation VR to sell less than 750 units by the time 2016 comes to a close. Some may be wondering why PlayStation VR is not meeting sales expectations despite a strong start at launch, but the Super Data provided this as an explanation, and basically, I'm trying to look at it from the standpoint of where it's looking at for giving me actual overall sales, but it didn't hit over. Let me go back and see, because I've seen it sold like, let's see. Okay. All right. So the PlayStation VR sold 2.2 million. 2.2 million at that point in 2015. I didn't know that thing came out that far ago. I thought it came out in 2016, but it came out in 2020.
They said I found one that's like basically it is 5 million, but
it's 5 million. I think
that's still very little.
that's still very low compared to having 120 some million PlayStation 4.
Not 120, 111 million PlayStation.
Well, I kind of rounded off because I thought they were like 115 at this point.
Don't give a shit about.
Well, they don't. Well, but they damn sure don't give a damn about. So let's just say 2.2 million or 2.6 million was sold in 2015. 2016, way less. And the price, I don't know if it went down or not, because of course I wasn't looking for one. It just kind of comes to show that, like what Cozy was saying, that it's niche. I'm not knocking it. If you want it, get it. I'm not checking people's pockets. But as I'm saying with this, and I know Cali Rex is over here, this is some superior grain, it's better. Listen, Cali.
That's how he sounds.
That's exactly how he sounds. I know, because he's like 12.
That's
anyway,
true.
He's just like 2 years younger than Xbot. You know what I'm saying? But no, the problem is this, right? get that people that really likes
Damn.
VR like crapping them. Like crap would just be all of it. This is before he made that transition to be a heel to become a stan. I'm like, I got you. It's cool. No, you got to give him a mega.
Crap actually said on Mooch's podcast tonight that he wasn't actually going to buy the PSVR 2.
Really? So, well, I don't,
Yeah.
then maybe he signed a pony contract. Maybe he signed one of the Pegasus contract. Maybe he signed the contract. He got it for free.
It's a niche market amongst enthusiasts. So it's a niche market amongst already niche market.
It's a niche market. And on top of that, what makes this whole situation? Listen, I hope the thing does well because for me, as a person that don't give two rats asses about VR, right? I did my VR experience back in Nintendo when they did the VR. Back then, it was not a good experience. I know it's way more enhanced now.
The Virtual Boy?
Yeah, I was all over the Virtual Boy. Yes, I bought it for my son, and I was like, yeah, ready for it. It was
that
really
was
for
before
me.
I got glasses.
Yeah,
and I didn't
was.
know there was anything wrong with my village and vision. I couldn't see out of it at
I
all.
was saying I got it for my son, but I was really wanting it for me, and it was a damn sure horrible disappointment. So maybe that was just a stench that kind of just that stayed with me. But my whole point with this is the price range for what the specs are could be acceptable. I'm not trying to deny that. I will not deny that. The only thing that I have a problem with is two factors. One, you should be already including the PC market because that's where most of the VRs are being sold at. Not on consoles, but on PC. That's who are the biggest enthusiasts, right? I like that, Cozy. Instead of saying like niche, saying enthusiasts, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the perfect word. Also, a price point for like Sir X-Man was right on this. The temperature in the room this generation for Sony has just been ass poor. Optimus, I know. Callie, I know. People in here, Fahim, I know you guys, and Thrash, if you're still in here, you guys know that the temperature in the room, brother, Thrash, don't do that. Don't come in here and start talking that dumb shit because I'm going to get you because of the fact of this. You sit there and you pay for a $70 game and then you went to and picked up a $4 meal at Jack in the Box. Don't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, because brother sit there and talking about? Okay, so Thrash, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And it's all good. Like I actually like Thrash. He's funny to me, right? But he showed a picture of him having the Last of Us remake in a seat belt. You know, I paid my $70. Yeah. Cool.
Gotta protect it.
He got to protect it. And that's fine to protect it. It's nothing wrong with that, right? Protect your game. But you know what? The extra $10 hurt him. Because he got a 4 for $4 at Jack in the Box.
No, the extra $10 did not hurt.
Bro, if he had that extra $10, if he had that extra $10, he could have got him. God.
You act like you could have gotten a lobster meal for fucking an extra $10.
He went to Jack in the Box. He could have went and got him something else. No. Listen what I'm saying. I'm not dogging out. I am not dogging out Jack in the Box. I love Jack in the Box. Don't get it twisted. What I'm trying to explain to you, though, that extra $10 instead of him getting that 4 for $4, you know what I'm saying? He could have got him, you know what I'm saying, one of the big burgers. You know what I'm saying? One of the
5 for $5?
No. He could have got him like an $8, $9 meal. You know what I'm saying? $10 would have went along. He got him a large drink. That brother didn't even get a drink. He pulled up with the Last of Us one.
Oh, come on.
His brother pulled up with it in the damn seatbelt and asked for a water with that 4 for $4. Brother, I got it. I got you.
Reach.
I've been there. I've been there.
You've been on that. You've been on that EBT pass for too long.
Oh my God! Anyway, EBT.
So
you know what?
Shaming.
Listen. I'll take it. I'll take it. Well, I'll take it. I'll be about it. We can
talk about the fact that
yes.
It's people who part with easily with their money are fools. I'm pretty sure there's a saying about people who easily part with their money. Like I could spend $70 in the game, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I totally agree. That's my thing. And that's what a lot of people, but that's the thing about it. When you go to Black Friday, right? You go for deals. You will buy some brand new items that cost more than what the deals are at Black Friday. I get that. So people will buy PlayStation 5. People will buy Xbox Series X's and S's and things like that, right? Nintendo Switches and all of that. But then you
5s are going up for Black Friday. They ain't going down.
Well, but no, listen to what I'm saying though. People will go and get those. People will even buy TVs and other type of things like that. But a peripheral like the VR, it looks cool. But when you're at that point in Black Friday, you don't put that item out there and expect that bitch to sit there and to sell. If it didn't sell when it was $400 to meet your expectations, how the hell do you think that's going to meet your expectations for a person that's out there trying to be a first-time PlayStation 5 buyer? They're not going to do
I
that.
think you're reaching too much.
I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth.
No.
Deep down, you know I'm telling the truth. Yeah. See, look at it. I love it. Deny me, because I'm right.
I'm gonna deny it. I'm gonna deny it until the day I die, until I can't sign that pony contract anymore.
Oh my God. Okay, so check this out, right? Okay, so we can I let the devil, because everybody else, y'all can go ahead and jump in and while I'm over here yapping.
I'm playing Nino Cooney.
No, Nick Cooney. Greatness.
Yeah, a game you could have played like 15 years ago.
I did play it on PlayStation 3. I did it on PlayStation 3. I love it
because I'm being frugal with
my
money.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I bought two. I never bought one on anything else except for I bought two though. I bought two on PlayStation 4 and I bought two on the PC. I've showed so much support for Japanese games outside of Xbox. People just don't know.
They should change the name to the Xbox Series S and X to the Xbox Series broke.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Wow.
I love it. Hey man, if you want to call it EBT welfare, bro, that man gonna be all on Game Pass. Trust me. Trust that. Trust that. Dark is already playing on Game Pass right now. I love it.
You know.
I know, bro. That man gonna look at his pockets and say, "Shit, damn, I want to buy this game." Hold on, that's on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. Never mind.
That boy gonna be singing that song. I made Kool-Aid for my family. La da da na 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 na. Buying Game Pass. I'm buying Game Pass for $1. Na 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 na. That's what that man gonna be doing. But anyway, so overall, like this thing right here for me is this that I get the whole point about the specs and all of that. It just is too damn much money for just being on the console. And the greatest point that's been made out of everything else that's been said, that Sony has not told you the price of those games. And I will be flabbergasted if if those games come out to be $70. I'll tell you this. I still try to have hope that they're not that just out of pocket. How are you going to charge $70 for something that, bro? No, they can't. They can't. I can't believe that. I wouldn't believe it. Go ahead, Viper. I'm sorry.
If this thing was compatible with the PC, I would have probably gotten it. But because it's not compatible with PC, I'm not going to get it. I don't want to buy a PS5.
Right.
I'm not spending $1,100 just to get into the VR space. So they screwed up by
with a PC though. That's the thing.
No,
like, there's more.
Here's the thing. I can spend on parts. I can spend on the parts to get my PC to the way I want it, and I spend that over time. I'm not going to go all out and do $1,100 drop right now just to get a PS5 and a PSVR.
You don't have a PS5?
No.
I feel like everyone who wants a PSVR already has a PS5.
Not everybody.
Well, yeah. Anybody
that could be true. Now you could be on. You could be making a great point, Cozy. But anyway, my last point on this is this: like that's the thing that just throws me off is the whole PC thing. Stop half-assing with it. You're already putting your games on PC. Make your VR PC. Stop trying to. It's like, listen, this thing. It's almost 3 years within the generation. You know what I'm saying? We're over 2 years of this generation, and you're just now bringing out this peripheral, and you're still trying to have this same thought process of thinking that what you were talking about last gen matters. You've already broken that trust with the PlayStation community. They already know There will be some that will accept it regardless because they're PlayStation fans. But they know deep down that, look, man, we can't trust you. We sit there and we came out there and cap for you. We sit there and told everything that you mentioned, that you said, and you took that and made us all look like fools. So we can't trust you on that aspect. So just put the damn VR on PC along with PlayStation, so those numbers can go up and we can brag about it. They're gonna have to, Dark. They're gonna have to.
They're going to. I mean, I'm pretty positive they're gonna.
They're gonna have to.
Especially if Half-Life Alyx comes out for PSVR 2, they're gonna put it on PC. They're gonna put that VR headset on PC.
Well, why not day one? That's the whole point. Like, I mean, it just I can understand if this thing came out last year or day one.
Games. They don't do that with their games. They want people to buy it for the PlayStation.
Does that make sense to you? But does that make sense to you? With a peripheral?
Yeah.
Does that make sense
from a business aspect?
Oh, does that make?
Because they have to make their money. You know, they're the ones that are, you know.
So you think that the PlayStation gamers are going to spend the money quicker than the PC gamers that will look at this? With anticipation because it's cheaper than what is the best option for that's in the market of PC. You mean to tell me that the PC market would not hold the PlayStation VR 2 down? That they will hold it less than the PlayStation gamers out there that has a PlayStation 5 right now.
What?
Can you say that with? Okay, hold on. Let me try to bring that back. Okay.
Yeah.
So you tell.
Put it in layman's terms.
All right. Sorry.
No,
so
I'm
so
a
you're
PlayStation gamer. I can't understand.
Stop it. So I kind of okay. So let me repeat that again. So are you trying to tell me that the PC community would not support the PlayStation VR 2 compared to what the PlayStation 5 community would in regards of that price range? I think that the PC community would be the thing that would hold up the PlayStation VR to have better numbers. I just don't see the PlayStation community at this point. They'll wait till the price goes down, just like they did the last VR. I don't see them.
PlayStation community buying it. The hardcore guys, the ones who love VR and stuff like that,
right?
PSVR,
right?
Will buy it day one, of course, you know. But the people that are not so inclined to buy VR, like myself, I don't really give a crap. Yeah, I don't see people like me buying it at all. To be honest, I think honestly, yes, I do think that it should be on PC day and date. But the reason why they're not doing that is because, you know, they want it to sell, you know, on PS5, and then when it doesn't sell as well on or it does sell well on PS5, they'll put it on PC.
Okay, but the price is going to be dropped at that point. They would have maximized more dollars if they did it day one.
If it goes to PC, it doesn't mean that it will drop completely. Like it just depends on how long it takes them to get it to PC at that point.
So you mean they're going to raise the price up to $650 because it's not selling well?
No, they won't raise the price. They'll just probably keep the price the same. That's what it's most likely.
They are not going to raise the price to $650.
They're not going to raise the price. Yeah, they're not going to raise the price.
Yeah.
Okay, so
okay. So you're sitting here talking about raising prices, right? But Xbox just said something about raising prices too. So.
Okay, and we talked about that last week.
Did you see the prices get raised? Did you see those prices get raised?
Those prices haven't gotten raised yet, but guess what? They're coming.
See,
they're coming. They're coming. Do you got a date? We need that date, brother.
Coming.
You got that inside info? What date? When is it coming?
I'm gonna say 20.
Anyway,
I can't even keep a straight face on
that. I know. Okay, so Cold Classic said, Cold Classic Cage said, depends on how compatible the PlayStation VR headset is with PC games. That's another factor too. So They are. I think that was another part of why they got Nixus, and maybe that could be a timing situation. So I didn't even put that in consideration, but that makes sense. That makes sense too. But then just delay the damn thing for another year if that's the case, and let Nixus do what they're doing, and have Nixus and whoever work on those ports for those games to be coming over to PC, and then also having the access to that technology to have those PC games work on the PlayStation VR. Like I mean, maybe they just want to rush it out and try to maximize as much money as they can, but I just think that's a bad decision by them to drop it and not have access to PC when they're already putting their games on PC. It just don't make sense to me. Logically.
Well, they're not putting their games on PC day and date anyway, so that's why they have no inclination to.
They said they are, especially those multiplayer games.
I know, but they haven't done it yet, right?
No, they haven't.
You guys asking me the same question about Xbox, about how they haven't raised the prices yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same question. So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, we don't know yet if when they're going to do that. So we can't really sit here and say that, there was a clear indication as to why they didn't put PSVR 2 on PC. We already know that the reason is because they want it to sell on PlayStation 5.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. We killed this until they tell us how much the game is. Yes, it is a dead horse. That pony is dead. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need to start breeding some horses now that we've killed so many ponies.
Life with horses is a great game.
Anyway. All right. So let's move on and talk about some comments about it. And I'm starting to see more. What?
No, let's talk about something else, because for him, he want to talk about God of War.
We'll talk about God of War after we get after this topic. God of War come later.
God of War.
You know what I'm saying? What'd you say?
God of War is life. God of War is life.
We will talk about God of War right after this topic. You know what I'm saying? So
salty.
Yeah. So we'll get there. We only got 3.5 topics left. So I mean, you know what I'm saying, we're good.
Yeah, I'm not going to get through any of them, but
we are. We are. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll talk about God of War then. Because we are going to talk about the comments that Paris stated today. All right. So let's jump on to God of War then. All right. So God of War 2022 is oh damn, I just read what I said. Oh damn, is dropping and it's a 94 Metacritic. Do you trust reviews these days? Because I mean, look, the game is not out yet, and the one thing the reason why I asked this question is because of two factors, right? One, I read something that and I can't say that this is wrong or right because I have not played the game. And I cannot call this person that did the review a liar because of the fact that he's played the game, I haven't. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But this reviewer gave the game, I believe, 10s, and that's fine. We expected that. If anybody didn't expect that, they're crazy. Game looks great, but this man said something that just threw me off, and he said the side missions on God of War Ragnarok has dethroned the Witcher 3 side missions.
That's right, baby. That's right. Ooh, PlayStation Nation.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. God,
listen. No, because I'm gonna say my shit for last. Because this is where I'm going. These next two topics is that's where it's gonna get messy. Then I'm gonna get messy, but I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna reserve. I'm gonna keep the peace right now. I'm gonna keep the peace because he said something about the Witcher. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got you. So I'm gonna go to Ham Solo. You know what I'm saying, Ham. After reading, and I'm pretty sure you've seen that reviewer say that. Also, it just brought me back to when God of War 2018 came out, and they also said like, "Yo, playing this game will make you a better dad." And what? Wait a minute. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like, man, y'all are really out there doing the most, trying to sell this game off for PlayStation. And if you love that game, you love that game. And listen, I fell in love with the game. I had no interest at first, but I fell in love with the game. It's a really good game. quality title.
I mean, admit it. It made you a better dad. Come on.
I mean, I guess so. My son was 24 at that time, so I mean, shit, he was in college. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you know what? I did call him boy. I called him boy all his life. I didn't call him by his name. I'm like boy. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So I felt that. So when he was calling him boy, and people were like, why are they calling him boy? Because shit, that's what you call your boy, your sons, boy. Anyway, so boy, that's exactly. That's how my son knows when I'm talking to him. I say boy. I say boy, what you doing?
Boy.
Yeah, boy.
Not like that. Not like that.
Anyway, it's a boy. Anyway, but Ham, what do you think, man? Can you trust reviewers, man? Like, I mean, we've played Persona. I think the game is absolutely fantastic. I beat Persona 3. I never beat 4. I'm in the process of trying to beat 5. I think it's a fantastic JRPG, but the game is not the best JRPG I've ever played. And I'm deep in. So, they was claiming it was the best shit ever since sliced bread. I just think that reviewers, myself, are just so caught up in trying to make everything the big hit right now and not giving the classics its respectful due. What do you think?
So I think you can trust reviewers, but like keep in mind that you're trusting them. Not everybody is trusting them. So like so you can follow like a person like let's say your favorite reviewer is like Stevivor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Like
I don't even know who that is.
They're the Xbox your Xbox brethren. That's what they are.
Oh, I gotta listen to them immediately. Matter of fact, while y'all talking, I'm gonna listen to them right now. Listen to those godly reviews. Anyway, go ahead, man.
So let's say like you listen to that person. Like, there's nothing wrong with thinking that person's like a great reviewer, but like if you hear something that's not exactly something you want to hear, you can't turn around and then say, oh man, this dude sucks at reviewing and whatnot. It's his review. Mm-hmm. Like if you don't like in my opinion, really anybody can, be a reviewer. True. I don't even think that's really an opinion. That's a fact. Like anybody can be a reviewer. So whether you want to listen to them or not is more your own personal prerogative. If you want to be mad at what they think, that's your own prerogative as well. I think you can trust them as long as you know what you're trying to get out of them and you know how they game, what they loved, what they hate, and whatnot. But like, I feel like opinions are opinions, and you just like you can't really waste all that much time like getting mad about that kind of stuff and whatnot. The real thing at the end of the day is, do you like the game? Like a reviewer can, talk all kinds of great stuff about like Babylon's Fall. You can tell somebody, hey, that game is the best thing ever. Whatnot. It might be to you, but a lot of people are going to disagree with you, or a lot of people could agree with you. It's just the nature of the business, man. Like, like asking me if I trust reviewers is like asking me if I trust the news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. The
news is gonna say whatever they want to say to get you to keep coming back. So, I mean, that's kind of where I fall on it.
Now, I watch a lot of news.
I personally don't care.
So, I watch a lot.
Exactly. So you know that sometimes something slippery or slimy can.
No. I know the game of how it's played. You know what I'm saying, but I know, and for me, when it comes to news, especially politics, I listen to. I at one point in time I listened to everything until I understood what to me was propaganda and what the other part was was they feed me a little bit, but then I know how to decipher and go and look online, do my own research.
Exactly,
and stuff like
that's how people should be looking at reviewers. So if you want to watch A, B, and C reviewer, you should probably know what other games that they reviewed in the past,
right?
So you can get a kind of a good idea of where they're going to lean, or if what they're saying is like correct information, or like you said, propaganda. Like Survivor is one of those that a lot of people look at as Xbox propaganda, where it's like anything that he reviews that's PlayStation wise is just a crazy take. But whenever it's Xbox, it's like 100.
I feel like he consistently just has weird takes about things that a lot of people disagree with.
I mean, true.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still on that Ethiopian coffee, but I'm saying no. You know what I'm saying, but she was yeah. But she's right. She's right. No. She just said it was super fast though.
It's just sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You was like a blip, like what? Like yeah.
It was just like a blip.
I heard it, but I was like, everybody got quiet. I was like, oh, they didn't hear it. So right, she is right though. What she said. Go ahead, just slow it down. You know what I'm saying, if you can. So
I was like, because I was like, I don't see what the uproar is, and I read his reviews. I was like, it's not necessarily PlayStation hate because he's reviewed some of the games, the PlayStation games highly. It's just not. It just doesn't follow the narrative of what everyone else does.
Exactly.
okay, all right. So I mean, do you have any more thoughts about this, Ham, or you know what I'm saying? Are you done?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Okay. You got great points.
It's whatever.
He's just getting high. That's all.
Yeah, he's playing Persona. That's what he's doing. He's trying to catch up to me. I will not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's why, like on next podcast, I have no problem letting bot host. You know, when you host, I can't game. So you know what I'm saying. So but bot's over there talking to everybody. When Crispy want to get on his rants, talking.
Hear him on next podcast. He's like, "Get in this, sucker!" And we're like, "What the hell?" we're like, "What? What just happened?"
I'm gaming, baby. I'm in there gaming because I know, and I hope bot like lets me go last because I'm like, all right, cool. I'm listening to everybody, but then I'm over here gaming, and then when Crispy gets ahead of me, I'm good because I know he's gonna go long. So I'm like, shit, I can just concentrate on what I'm doing. But but yeah, okay. So Cozy, your thoughts about the situation with reviewers, man? Do you trust them? I mean. Like Farscape said, man, keep the witcher out your mouth. Keep it out your damn mouth. I love God of War, always love God of War, but come on, man, keep the witcher out your mouth.
I do not, because if you work for like a big thing, you're always going to have, for the most part, some angle, and you can see it. But it's like, so the thing is, people are going to ignore their biases if your biases fit with them. I like to say it like this. I am the kind of person who doesn't care. I always want people to find their favorite game. Like, even like I worked at GameStop, and I remember I was good at it because I could suggest you a game that I absolutely hated, but I was like, I know you'll like it. And then, I wanted to hear all about you liking the thing you like, not you liking the thing I like. I don't need that confirmation bias. And I think a lot of people review games, especially game reviewers in the journalist industry, they have these biases and they can't separate it from, because like there's, even if you take out all the things that are like, well, this is what makes a game good, this is what makes a game bad. We know people will penalize things that they already have a bias against, and they'll say this is better, and they'll just ignore them and things that they already have a bias for. They also, we've seen where the people review things and it's like, well, that's just a game mechanic and it's not a bad mechanic. They just don't like that mechanic. So they review it negatively. For example, if a game has unskippable cutscenes, I wouldn't trust any reviewer that was like, this game is a 10 out of 10 or whatever, because I fucking hate cutscenes. There's, and if you make me not skip them, your game is unplayable.
Yep.
Great point.
So.
That sounds like a
late night Cozy Ham is spectacular.
So no,
Or
it's a serious thing
Ethiopian drinking,
because-
Ethiopian coffee drinking. You gotta get her to get that Ethiopian coffee on the show, man.
Call her Coffee Crunk Cozy.
Yeah, because she is on point tonight. Go ahead, continue, Cozy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
people will always like ignore. So like whenever like and people will ignore so many things like, well, could be potentially bad for someone. Like, and which is I don't like number reviews. I think they're not helpful. Like the way I kind of think of it is, would I play it? Would I recommend it to someone else? And both of those answers can be independent of each other. And here's why I'd recommend it to someone else. Here's what I enjoyed about it. And I think that in a way can set someone up for like, hey, here's what's good or bad. Because so many people review games and you look at the review and you're like, so you just don't like this type of game. You just literally just don't like this type of game. Why are you even, you can't review something you already don't like. If you don't like shitty horror movies, I love shitty horror movies. Why are you reviewing horror movies and being like, this movie, I give it an F. Like, you already aren't going to like this movie. But someone who likes horror movies of all types is going to be like, yeah, this is a perfect horror movie for people who just like that trash. You know? Yeah.
Great points. All right. Viper. I see you in here. But
Go on.
I think we about to. I don't know. Do Jamaicans get wild after getting fed after midnight?
Panicking.
I am. I don't know. He's going hard in the paint. He's turning Jamaican on me. Fahim's over here being disrespectful, being messy. He's saying, you know what I'm saying, that's why I'm a bad dad. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I love the slander. Keep it coming. People, send this out. Let people know that we alive. Let's get those likes up. I do appreciate you guys coming in here, showing support. No doubt about it. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and keep that moving. Go ahead and hit those likes. What do you think, Viper? Our reviewers, because I already kind of know where you're going to go, and I'm going to 100% agree with you. But is it at the point now to where reviewers just aren't what they used to be? Or is it that we are like, or maybe just us as content creators or people who pay attention more into gaming, we're too critical ourselves? What do you think?
All right. I tell you, I'm going to be messy today. So, I'm going to start off with the actual review from IGN Korea. The game's core design has not moved an inch since the prequel, which that's a bad thing that them say right there. It's not a prequel, it's a sequel. But anyway, and the story seems to be lacking in creativity and in comparison. Unlike the well-coordinated experience as a whole, like last time, everything in Ragnarok seems to act like soulless puppets attached to series. Although reskinned, the aspect of the working formula seems to be the safest bet if we were to find any sort of effort of evolution since the prior title, it wouldn't feel as lackluster from a highly anticipated title to make its grand entrance. This one feels rather like DLC. Quickly brewed DLC. Shout out to the Ethiopian coffee. But anyway, it's a previously, it feels like DLC of a previous title instead. And what did the developers say? Them say it is supposed to be the best PS4 game that them ever make. So you tell me if this is the premier game that the PlayStation fanboys are looking for. And you tell me if this person in Korea is kissing Sony's ass. Because the majority of these people who don't want to give out 10s decide, because it's a Sony game, they want to give out a 10. You tell me, where's the integrity in that? You're getting money from Sony. Explain to me how this is fair and this is unbiased journalism. I'm waiting for Survivor's review because Survivor is telling the truth. They're not kissing Sony's ass. All right? So When Survivor gets the game like everybody else, because they've been blacklisted by Sony because they told the truth on previous games. Now, let's see what Survivor says when the game actually comes out. Because when the game come out, that is when you're going to get the real deal. Survivor's going to tell the truth. Now, I have God of War on the PC. I don't like it. I know that's slander, but I don't like it because it's boring. It is boring. It is taking me forever to try to figure out anything in that game. And you know what? I bought other PlayStation games on the PC. I have Horizon Zero Dawn on the PC. I have God of War. I have Spider-Man. I have Miles Morales. And so nobody can tell me that I didn't try out these games. Them can't tell me I didn't try out the games. What I can tell you is this. I played those games, not a fan of it. Same cookie cutter stuff from before.
This man,
Days Gone. I have Days Gone on the PC. I kind of like Days Gone, even though the fanboys didn't like it. They want to praise it, but they didn't play it. Because Days Gone didn't meet expectations. If the game doesn't meet expectations, then you ponies aren't even playing the games. You're not even buying them. That's the reason why Sony wants to raise the prices on the game.
Damn.
So you tell me.
Damn.
Tell me somebody. Yes, I was a Nintendo guy. Yes, I was. I'm still an Xbox guy.
That makes complete sense.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I am still. I'm still an Xbox guy, but now I'm part of the PC Master Race. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right too.
So I get to play every single game. I have access to everything. So don't tell me that I don't know anything about playing games. Because I can play all your PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and all your PlayStation 5 games on the PC through emulation. Oh, but wait a minute, I can emulate them on the Series X and S. So now let's go even further with these reviews. All these people giving out the 10s, like I said, being paid off. And I guarantee you, if these same reviewers were going to, review Starfield or even review Redfall, damn well they would have given it a 6 or a 7. So I don't want to hear all this bullshit about these reviewers are being fair. This game is the game of the year. It's going to beat out Elden Ring. No, I hope I'm praying that when Pentiment gets released, Pentiment scores a higher score than God of War.
Holy!
You're having a pipe dream there,
ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. This man's burned up the damn set. Hold on. Oh, okay. I had to get the fire extinguisher. This man over here acting damn fool. He burning up. He hot tonight. Woo! Okay, Artemis. Okay, man. I mean, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Viper just, he was spitting that rat venom. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean.
Yeah, he was spitting some bullshit, but, that's just me because, he only named one review. You notice that? You notice that Xbox dudes, that's what they do. They just name one review. They don't name a bunch of reviews,
Okay.
They just name one review and then they move on to the next one and whatever, Yeah, man. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that all those reviewers were paid off. You just can't. You can't say that because clearly half the time you can tell, like, Days Gone got a shitty review from pretty much everybody.
It did.
And you can't sit there and tell me that this is biased because they don't make any money off of any of this stuff, really. Like the most they make money off of is advertisements on their websites and stuff.
And you don't think this is advertising? You don't think these reviews are advertising?
It's not advertising, dude. It's not advertising. It's different because it's reviews. Advertising, they're not making any money off of these reviews. They're making money off of the advertisements that come on to their websites and their videos and things like that. That's where they're making their money. They're not making any money off of these reviews. These reviews are just how these people feel about these games. And for you to be upset that Xbox isn't getting the same treatment, well, maybe Xbox should make better fucking games then.
Oh my
No, I'm
goodness!
not
Whoa!
upset about anything.
Whoa!
So
Whoa!
I'm just saying. I'm just
now.
saying
No,
that
no.
Xbox needs to make
We
better
don't-
games.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, I
In
let
the
you talk, right?
right
Didn't
now.
I let you talk, right? I let
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I
yeah.
let
You
keep
gotta
going.
let the man talk. You gotta let the man talk.
So-
The man was talking. Up that died there.
So-
Whoop.
Betrayal.
Here's the thing.
Mhm.
Hey, he's not lying.
Maybe
though.
that's why these
It's hot
reviews
this
aren't getting good. Who's to say that Starfield isn't going to get a good review? Because I mean,
It won't.
honestly, it's a Bethesda game.
It won't. They never.
It will.
They never give
I-
Bethesda
I
games really
guarantee
good
you,
games.
It will not get a good
They-
review.
they-
It will
will
not.
be the only one of the games that we're talking about
Fallout-
now that'll probably
Fallout
still
3,
be played like
Fallout 4,
15 years from now.
Skyrim, all got good reviews. All those games got.
That
good
was just
reviews. They did
3.
Not
Well, when Doom
No.
4, just 4.
Doom Eternal got a good review.
I said 4. Yeah.
Like all these
Well,
all
5.
these all these
'Cause there's the
Bethesda
2
games
Dooms.
have gotten good reviews. So there's no reason for like look at Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo.
Loop actually
both
proves
got
his
pretty
point
decent
because
reviews.
most people were like, that game is just average. It was just a darling game.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a darling game.
See,
But it
that-
got good
So
reviews,
if
right?
that can be a darling game, then why can't Sony be a darling? Because Deathloop really,
wow.
yeah.
No, I see
I mean,
exactly
I
what he's
didn't like
saying
that
because Horizon 5, I thought was fairly scored. I thought Halo was fairly scored, to be honest, especially with the lack
Didn't
thereof
Halo get good
of-
reviews?
It got good reviews.
No,
Yeah, it got good
Infinite
reviews.
got great
For
reviews.
For the
So
for
to
the
sit here and say
campaign-
that
No,
these
no,
reviewers are biased.
I don't buy. Yeah,
You're completely
exactly.
off
Dark Artemis.
there.
I don't buy that, dude. I don't buy it. Like I said, there are reviews that you like, and there are reviews that you don't. You obviously don't follow a whole lot of reviewers because you're so laser focused in on the one that pissed you off instead of the million other good ones or the million other bad ones or something like that. Like you're using your time not wisely and you're blaming everybody else.
Exactly.
who says I'm
And
blaming anybody? I'm not pissed off about any review.
I wasn't
Well, I
talking
know you're
about
not
you.
pissed off,
Damn.
I love it. The
way
venom,
you
the
were
rat
going about
venom.
it
We
was-
got
did
smoke
seem like
beats
you
in
were-
here
that you
tonight. I
didn't like
love
that
it.
these reviews were getting better. That these reviews were getting better than Xbox reviews. That's how you kind of went
No.
about it.
No,
That's all I'm
no,
saying.
That's where you assume things, and when you assume, what does that make you?
I didn't assume anything because I heard you say these things.
Those
I've
are
heard
stops.
you say these things. So it's not an assumption.
Instigation.
You literally have said this stuff before, so it's not like it's a new thing from you. It's just that I don't feel like you're seeing it in a same aspect that I am, which I don't think that these reviewers are biased. I don't listen to these reviewers because I usually go by how I feel about a game or by gameplay of games. Like I played Halo, I played Days Gone. I loved Days Gone. I thought Days Gone was an awesome game.
It's a great game.
I don't know why
Fantastic game. Yeah, I don't know
why
what they were playing.
bugged that fucking game.
Well, it probably, you know what? That's another thing too, though.
It needed that day one patch. That's what
I was going to say. It needed the
that day one
patch. That's probably why they got the score that it did. Yeah, it did not deserve that score.
It did. It got that as a score that it did, and I almost guarantee you that if Starfield comes out and it's broken, and they give it a bad review,
It's a Bethesda game. It most likely will. Yeah,
but that day one patch is probably going to fix a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And guess what? A lot of people are going to be like, "This game is awesome. Why did it get bad reviews?" It's the same thing with Gotham Knights that's going on with Gotham Knights right now.
That was the 30 frames per
game.
second. That's what that
right.
that ignorant shit. Yeah.
Stable though. That's not a stable 30.
Well, but still, the game is fantastic. The game is great.
The game is fantastic.
The game is dope as shit. You don't really tell.
I mean, Yeah, you don't really tell that it's at 30 frames. I mean, you can definitely, tell when you play something else, but
Right.
once you jump into the game, you start playing and stuff, you're not sitting there saying, "Oh wow, this game's 30 frames per second." No, you're sitting here saying, "Oh wow, this game's got cool combat. This game has some really good story. It has, some other stuff that, good, pretty decent graphics, stuff like that."
Right.
You're not sitting here saying, "Oh well, it's 30 frames per second, so fuck this game." Like I don't get where we went from like being like, "Oh well, 60 is I mean 60 definitely should be the new standard." I absolutely
I
agree
agree
with
with
that.
that. Right.
It should,
Mhm.
but
Or the
if
option at
some of these
least. I get
games
that.
can't come out at 60 frames per second, we shouldn't dog on the game because it's at 30.
Right.
We should
I
Yes, we
thought that was
should.
the no,
No,
we
we
shouldn't.
absolutely should.
No, we shouldn't. No, we
No,
shouldn't.
We
No,
should.
No, we should.
Absolutely
Go
not.
when they
That's it's.
suck at death, and we send them death threats.
Okay. Damn, cozy. All right. So let me ask you this
Yeah.
question. Are you a PC gamer or are you a console gamer?
This
by
was all a
choice.
joke. I'm not serious.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to wear off. Because I was just about to wear off your coffee high. Because I was about to light your ass up. But anyway,
I will literally play a slideshow. I played Sea of Thieves on an integrated graphics card at 20 frames.
Yeah. No, that's the point I'm trying to say is like, because I thought you were serious, and I thought you were going to say, well, I'm a Nintendo person because I know that you prefer Nintendo pretty much more than anything. And I was going to say, hold on, what is those frames on those games? Yeah, and I love Nintendo too. That's the thing to me.
Wait, on Nintendo games? Are you talking about Nintendo-made Nintendo games? Because most of theirs are pretty high.
Well, no, I'm talking about
games that are.
but I'm talking about
their games for their hardware.
Oh yeah, Nintendo was fantastic for doing that. Well, except for Bayonetta, and I'm kind of happy that Bayonetta is shitty on there. Whatever that.
When you play that game, it's an awesome game, dude.
Yeah, no. Yeah, fuck them.
I think the problem.
Isn't
the problem with that they didn't lock it? They should have just locked it at like 30 or something and
right.
They should have locked it.
They should have locked it at 30. But no, but that was my point. Like, I'd rather have consistent or as consistent as you can, stable 30 frames instead of having 60 and that shit is jumping up and down like a yo-yo. It don't make any sense. And listen, they're going to do a patch. That's how they do it now. I thought it was asinine for people just to lose shit after. And then it seems like what cracks me up, instead of people just coming out and apologizing and saying, yeah, I was out of pocket. I am a console gamer. This is just what's going to happen. They just kind of stay quiet. Like, we're going to get into that next topic that we're going to get into. Or we're definitely going to. So, Dark, please finish so I can go ahead and I can tear your head off. But go ahead. I'm actually agreeing with you. I'm actually agreeing with you, though. So go ahead.
I just think that if it wasn't God of War, there wouldn't be this issue. But since it is God of War, it's like there's a bigger issue because it's a PlayStation exclusive game, and I get it. If you love Xbox, you rah Xbox, I get it. But at the same time, like, you got to realize that like a lot of these media people aren't just like rah Xbox all the time. They kind of have to toe the line with both. They have to have to be able to be unbiased against all of the. I mean, you got to look at some of those Xbox games. If you look at some of those reviews from the Xbox, like from Xbox One, a lot of those dudes are Xbox guys that reviewed those games. So yeah,
they were poor.
That tells you something, But at the time, also Xbox wasn't really focusing on that either. They were really kind of focusing on trying to make the console better. They were focusing on other things at that moment. So that's why I think a lot of their games kind of fell short, even though I liked a lot of their games. I liked Quantum Break. I liked I actually, I didn't really like State of Decay 2, but I liked, all the Forza games, which have gotten great reviews. I think that at the end of the day, it really only comes down to what you prefer to play, then play that game. You know, don't listen to these reviews. Just take them with a grain of salt. They're opinions, anyways. You know, like it's not like they're whole truths. You know, it's not like they're facts or anything. They're just opinions on a game. You know.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But this is where I do have a problem.
Of course, you have a problem.
Of course, listen.
Xbox dick licker. I'm just kidding.
Wow! What? What? Oh man!
Wow.
I wouldn't say that if I didn't have love for you.
I know we boys like that. You know what I'm saying? I knew. Like I said, tonight's gonna be messy. But anyway,
It is.
but this is the thing right here for me. I've lost trust into reviewing since the day that Adam Sessler left the first time. Not this time, because he was still decent at reviewing, but you could kind of tell that his heart wasn't fully into it at all aspects with every game that he reviewed. Matter of fact, he kind of threw the review to other people when he was with the new G4 or whatever. So, but when he gave honest, he was the person to me that he gave honest, and even hell, I would even give Jeff Keighley at the time when he was with Game Trailers gave honest reviews. I felt reviews were just, it wasn't about PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever. It was just about the game, how they felt about it, what the reviews were. And one of the things that I thought that was one of the most honest and should be a sacred thing is not giving a game a perfect score unless it deserves it.
Exactly.
Now it's like we're just telling you that it's a 10 because we want you to, because it's part of the advertising, right? And that to me is a part where I agree with Viper is that, look, yeah, they're not getting paid for it, but they also want those free copies. These people don't want to pay that money to get, they don't want to pay that money for that game. And then on top of it, that I agree with Cozy is that there's people that, and this is when I made that Persona video that got so much hate about 3-4 years ago, it showed how ignorant they were because a lot of those people didn't even play Persona at that time or Final Fantasy or anything like that. They just hated it because I said that Persona was a niche franchise, which it is. It's getting out.
Penis demon.
Yeah,
not anymore. I would say,
not anymore.
It is.
Yeah, at the time, yeah. But now it's becoming more mainstream, which I'm happy about.
Definitely more mainstream.
But my point was that during that video, and I showed the actual clip of the people that were reviewing the game, and they were like, "Man, I've never played a JRPG before. It's my first time, and so I was reading up what other people put, and so I just gave it a 70 because I didn't want to make people mad at me. If you go back and you look at that video from back then, if you would be so kind to go check it out, then I would, you know what I'm saying? People would be like, damn, Mega wasn't wrong about what he said. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing to me that I just don't have trust in them. And just on top of that, I have a different flow. Like, okay, so me and Don, we'll talk about movies and stuff like that. Me and Don are so different when it comes to movies. Or One Bad Mother. Like, we'll talk about movies. He's definitely a stickler about everything. Well, it just doesn't seem too real. Well, the fuck, they flying and shit. When have you went outside and see a motherfucker out there in the air flying? Of course it's not real.
Yeah, never talked to One Bad Mother.
We did.
Your freaking mind.
We did. We have many of times. And it just cracks me up. I'm like, look, I go to the movies to be entertained. If the story is somewhat compelling, and that's the reason because of this is with PlayStation games, with their story games, their games are not. Look, Spider-Man's story was cool, but it wasn't all that. I thought Miles Morales was a much better story than the original Spider-Man game. When you want to talk about games that has story and deep levels, Persona is definitely one of them. I thought Final Fantasy 15 had a really good deep story. But The Witcher, Mass Effect, Dragon Age Inquisition, like those are some, you know what I'm saying? Jade Empire, those are deep grounded, next level type of story.
Well, they
So-
also are RPGs, so
They're still better, more compelling. That's the problem.
right. Well,
then
that's
God
again.
of War. I don't,
that-
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me make this point. Do you think? Okay, and you agree with me on this one, Dark? I said
Do I?
that Detroit. Because you will definitely agree with me. You agree with me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Unless you're going with Cap, I don't know. You might, but
not my cap, dude. You know me.
I know you. But anyway, I said that Detroit was snubbed in that year. I
Yeah,
thought it should have been a nominee for Game of the Year with God of War and with Red Dead Redemption 2. That story, now that's a fucking story. Detroit is still one of my favorite PlayStation games. It is.
Android Lives Matter.
Oh my God. Like, I was singing that song because I got the good ending. Hold on just a little bit longer. I was like, oh, let's sing Rejoice. I was standing up, boy. I was loving that game, right? Everything about Detroit Become Human was fantastic to me, right? I felt every bit of that story was compelling. God of War, it had its hit and misses in the story because I hated the boat stuff, the corny jokes and all of that. But I thought the game was fantastic. Red Dead Redemption, it was a very long game. I loved it. I kind of fell out of place on a couple of things, but I loved just doing it again because the game was just so well done. And then you get back into it once you get out of a certain area and you come back to the original area, and then it has that music, and I'm like, oh shit, I know what I'm fighting for now, you know? Because I'm tired of Dutch always telling me just one more job, one more, we got this, one more. So the thing to me is this: is reviewers gave all those games 10s. No, none of those games deserve 10s. They were fantastic games. And even one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of last generation, The Witcher, did not deserve to be a 10 because it was broken as shit when it first launched.
When it was on console, yeah.
Yeah,
On
when
console.
it was on console, it was because I had a game in PC, but it was garbage. So it would have spent.
PC, it was kind of like the Cyberpunk situation.
Okay, I got you.
Less worse.
I got you. So for me, it was like, listen, but when you got a reviewer that comes out and spews something to that level of saying it's better than the side missions, and like I said, I'm not going to say that he's lying because I have not played God of War. He has. But that story has to be outstanding just because of two factors. God of War is not nowhere near as long as what The Witcher 3 is. Witcher 3 has so many side stories, and those side stories, even the smaller stories, turned into stories that could turn into major, fantastic stories for another game. That's how deep The Witcher 3 was. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, wait a minute, are you telling me that the side story is going to be just as compelling as the Red Baron story? Are you going to tell me that there's the side story in God of War Ragnarok is going to be comparable to the Witch's Bog? Are you going to tell me that story is somewhere even in the same breath as the DLCs, or even just the stories with the vampire the old vampire that you had to hunt down? Yeah. Like, are you kidding me? Because that shit is next level. That's Mass Effect. That's the games that I was talking about before. Those are games that should, and even like I never played the one Zelda game that got all the acclaim, not the latest one, the one that got the very first perfect. I think it was Ocarina of Time or whatever.
Of Time.
Yeah, I never played that one, but that's when I trust reviewing. Reviewing now has turned into a thing to where it's all about just a preference. And I think it's also about where people are trying to get those free copies and keep saving grace. There were so many people that was upset about and this is my last point on this. The Last of Us 2 had so many people out of pocket, but those people, a lot of people didn't say shit because they wanted to keep their good faith with Sony. And even for the people that did say it, Sony snatched that shit like, nah, you ain't getting no more from this. You know how much we paid for this game? You know how much money we put into this game? You better give us the review that we want. And it also was reported because I don't know where that leak came out, but it came out with IGN they would IGN had to come out and give a good report for a good review for The Last of Us 2, or else they wouldn't get any more PlayStation big titles.
Oh no! It was the fact that it was the Last of Us remake, and they said, "Oh, it's a 7, but we're going to give it a 10."
Well, no.
Remember
yeah. Well, I forgot about that. No, but this was about The Last of Us 2. This was The Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
What?
Yeah, I do remember that.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so 108 Dragons in here. He's talking. I was talking about you, 108 Dragons earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because I've now officially called myself the podcast nurturer. You know what I'm saying? So he said, can't wait to see. Yeah, I was saying, I'm Daddy Bird. You know what I'm saying? I was holding you where you had the 108 Dragons blanket, and then I said, I'm gonna get you to get your channel up, bro. I'm gonna get you to get that 1,000. And he was like, Brooklyn. I said, go ahead, bro. I said, young one, and I nurtured him, and now he's grown.
Dang.
He's flew the coop. He's good anyway. He
So goddamn out of pocket. Sir.
Hey, you're gonna say it.
Has he
without him there? I'm gonna say it with them there. 108 knows who I am. If anybody can say K Mega's fake, that'd be bullshit. Because I will tell you what I feel or how I explain myself all day.
Mega's fake.
God damn. You can say it, but boy, I tell you, when I come to California, well, I'm gonna find you, boy.
Anyway. Big Daddy like that.
Yeah, don't talk about Big Daddy like that. Anyway, so he said,
he towers over me, so he's be like, "Don't be talking about Big Daddy like that."
Boy, I would say, boy. But anyway, let me read this. He said, can't wait to see K Mega 405's face when that scoundrel demon is in 4K on his TV review. Did he say strudel? Did he say strudel? Yeah. Strudel? Oh shit. He said that strudel demon is in 4K on his TV review. That. Oh my god. Oh. You bring 100 where it's strudel. I thought he said, oh, that's not scoundrel. That is strudel. God damn. The strudel. You know what? The strudel. I
don't think that's able to be played on YouTube or Twitch. So
what? Oh, you can show the penis demon. Yeah, you can show the penis demon. Yeah. Yeah, he said 405. Okay. He said K-Mega 405 free smoke, no doubt. But the smoke demon. You know what I'm saying? Strudel. Yeah, damn. Anyway, shout out to 100 with that word strudel. I thought that was the weirdest word to say, talk about, the meat rocket, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
meat rocket?
Meat rocket. No. I don't know. Yeah. But okay, we got to move on. But I just think that, like, look, I think everybody is right, pretty much. Really. I mean, I really do. I just don't pay attention to reviews anymore. I will watch a couple of them just to get a feel, but it's just not the same as it used to be. I used to feel like I could listen to what these people used to say back during the PlayStation 3 360 era and get a good sense of what those games were. Now, they'll just say trash, and then I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm having a blast playing this game. So
yeah, it's kind of like me with Phil Spencer. I used to feel like I could trust him and can't. So
you know what, Fahim, I don't need. I do need glasses. I do have some readers now. I'm an old ass. I do have readers, but you know what I'm saying. I'm dyslexic, so that looked like scoundrel to me, but it was strudel, so it's okay. You know what I'm saying. I have no problem with. You know what I'm saying. That's that Oklahoma education. That's Oklahoma education. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride, baby. Let it ride. All right.
I'm not gonna let it ride, but
You're right. All right. So we got two more, and so we're gonna be quick on this one. Especially the last one. Well, I got to give Sir X-Men his props on the last one. So anyway, but this one right here, this one bothers me. This one bothers me. So I'm going to be very disrespectful. But not to Paris, but to just people who plays these silly ass games, because to me, this was so out of pocket. Okay. So anyway, Paris's comments, about Xbox 2023 exclusives game lineup isn't enough. And he said it isn't enough. And he reviewed it as a disappointment if it's only going to be Forza, Starfield, Hellblade 2, and Redfall. And he said if they're the only games that's dropping next year. Do you agree? So I'm going to go ahead and read what he said and kind of give you a quick understanding of how this played out. Okay, so this one guy that works for Windows Central, his name is Miles Dumpler. He said
Dumpierre.
Dumpierre? I said Dumpler. Whatever.
Dumpierre.
Okay.
You said Dumpler.
I said Dumpler.
So foul, bro.
But hey, is he French or some shit? Or American? I don't know. What is
He's
he?
Canadian.
Oh, that's why it's Dumplier. Okay. Well, if that's French. That's French. That's French. Am I?
Yes.
I'm not. Yes, it's French. So that's what that. You know what I'm saying? But it's Dumpler. I was saying it's American. Shit. It's Oklahoman. You know what I'm saying? In Oklahoma, it's Dumpler. You know what I'm saying? In Canada, it's
In Oklahoma, it's dumpling.
It's Dumpler. That's a Dumpler. Miles Dumpler.
Can read.
Yeah, I said we can read. We can read.
I feel like
we can read enough.
Can you read? Can you
Enough. I can read enough. Damn it. I can read
You got-
signs.
you
I'm
got
getting the hell out of there.
Reading level? Is that what you got?
Oh no, I went to college,
let
so
it be
you know,
country.
I went.
Let it be country.
Let me be country. I went to college
I
and
went to
graduated.
college.
Mhm.
I swear.
Oklahoma education, baby. This is why we need better education. But that's okay. I can say so. But
Did you go to
Dumpler.
Oklahoma State? Is that where you went?
No disrespect, Oklahoma State. That's not. And I hate. I'm an OU. I'm an OU. I'm an OU dude. But you know what I'm saying.
You're an OU. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go. I wish I went to OU, but no, I went to
That's
a
even
smaller college. I went to a smaller college. But anyway, but anyway, he said I went to what, a trade school.
Yeah.
I did go to a trade school in high school. I did, yeah, for plumbing. I did. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know how much plumbers
Oh,
make?
yeah.
Shit. Make money. And then just
Uh,
hey, I don't have to read. I know how to. I know how to count money. Shit, I'll go up in there, clean a pipe. You know what I'm saying? And if there's a
you know how to take care of the pipe.
take care of them pipes, and then if ma'am, this is how much I don't have. I don't have
ran
that.
over K Megan. He tried to deflect that and ran away.
Yeah, no. Anyway,
He was trying to say that you were a high class, efficient pipe extraordinaire.
I will say. Listen. She is very knowledgeable for her age. I will say that. You know. Anyway. Okay. All right. So let me.
Voice.
Oh, let me read this. Oh, yeah, there'll be some squealing. All right. So, hypothetically.
Oh, squeal like a pig.
Oh shit! What's going on tonight? Okay, so hypothetically, if Xbox 2023, you know what I'm saying, consisted of the following titles, how would you feel about first-party output? Ghostwire Tokyo, Forza Motorsport, Redfall, Starfield, Hellblade 2. All right, so that's what's his question. So Paris comes and, you know, if you don't know who Paris is the gentleman that has done some work for Xbox. He was, if you know him by, like, he put on the aviator glasses when he was talking about the Sorbo game, Flight Simulator, whatever, the black gentleman. Yeah, he's bald. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bald men out there. You know what I'm saying? Much love to us.
Yeah, the most angry men on the internet are bald men.
The men that gets the most ass is the bald men. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so Paris says this. He says, in my opinion, not enough because the second half, only consisting of Hellblade 2, will be viewed as a disappointment since Starfield and Redfall were delayed in 2022 or 2022 titles. He says you also left out Minecraft Legends. All right. I got a big problem with what that statement was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have the problem with the man. You know what I'm saying? He went out of pocket before when he talked about Killer Instinct, and then those guys was on that podcast, and my fat ass almost did a backflip in anger because I was like, what? Okay, but anyway.
Deserved.
Yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying? And I was very appreciative of the community getting in that ass thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, what are you talking about? So this is another thing. I'm not upset to the degree that I was with the Killer Instinct thing, but I do just think that this is out of pocket because of the fact that he's talking about, since these games are delayed, Xbox needs to still drop more. So I'm going to go to you on this one, Viper, first. Do you agree with Paris? Because I've seen many out there that has agreed with him in his stance. Where are you at, bro? How do you feel about those comments?
Okay, so it took me a while to actually think about this in depth. And in terms of Starfield and Redfall, in one aspect, I do agree that it's not enough because Starfield and Redfall should have come out this year. Now, that means everything else that you had that was ready for 2023, now you have 2 more on top of it. So, like I said, it's not enough because all you had for 2023 was probably Hellblade, probably Avowed, maybe that's 2024, and then you had Forza. Now, that's the only part I'm agree with on there that it wasn't enough. But we do have the information that they brought out to us back at E3. They said, we're only going to show you the next 12 months. So they haven't shown everything. They got a lot of third-party deals, and they've got a lot of second-party deals. But they haven't shown everything that they have in development yet. And so we don't know what's coming out at the second half of 2023. All we know is what's coming out up until June before they hit that E3 again and tell us what's coming out the next 12 months. So I think that, he could have thought about it a little bit more. He could have been a little bit more clear in what he was saying. Tweeting something out is probably not the best thing to do because people will take you out of context. But you have to be clear in terms of the things that you actually say, because sometimes those things are not what you really mean. And, people can interpret things any type of way that they want to. So people have selective hearing and selective reading. So maybe he did mean what I'm actually saying right now, which is that, yes, because we don't know what's going on, so far it's not enough. But you also have to look at the fact that we only know the first half of it. We're only speculating as to what is in the second half. And so for now, should kind of keep that thing on the wraps. Don't say anything until you know what the rest of the lineup is. Be happy and be excited for what is coming out from January until June. Because don't forget, Liza P, oh my God, I want to play that one. That's a Bloodborne / Pinocchio / steampunk, whatever type of stuff you want to think of and call it. I want to play that game. And
it's not exclusive.
Game Pass. It's not exclusive, but like I said, they still have those deals where
I'm
Xbox
joking.
Xbox gamers are going to be eating good. So the thing is, like I said, they've got the games that are coming, and just wait to see what it is that they're going to release. So that's all I can say about Paris. I'm not going to jump down his throat about the stuff that he said. Actually, I was.
I bet you want to jump.
Woof.
I think he wants something bigger than that. Jamaicans, we got bigger stuff. Anyway,
what? What?
Did he say his dick scrapes the ground? Is that what he's saying?
All I gotta say is,
oh my God. Okay, let me just go ahead and play this.
So
Megan's just like,
yeah, basically, he may have said something that was not thought out well, and I actually think that he did apologize and say that, hey, I should have thought about this before I put it out there because his points got misconstrued and people took it out of context. So, that's on him. But when he does his video and explaining what he really wants to explain, then we can talk about that a little bit more. But that's all I got to say on that subject.
All right, cool.
All I got to say about that.
Yup.
Oh my goodness! All right, y'all stop making fun of my people in my state, bastards. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
It doesn't help that they're all.
You guys wear
backwoods.
shoes?
Listen. I'll bring you out here to the red clay, Dark.
Here you come.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to bring you out here to the red clay.
Bring me out to the red clay.
I'll bring you out there to the red clay. I'm gonna take you out there fishing. I'm gonna say, man, let's go fishing, bro. Let's come on out here, have a good time.
I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, don't
I have
park
to get
that
my
sea like the
California
now. I
hands
don't see no red sea, bro.
Yeah. No.
Who
He
let
gonna see.
Grandpa out of the home?
Man,
let him out?
he's getting out, boy. He's getting out. But anyway, let me go.
Take him back.
Let me
We
hear
don't
what
want him.
let me hear what Dark got to say on this on this situation, and then Sir X-Man, if you wanted to say something, you can. But
I'm gonna say Dark some fried chicken, some watermelon, and fucking Kool-Aid. Keep that shit up.
I'll let
You
him.
shuck
I'll
and
let him.
jive while you eat it?
What's going on here? What? See, this is the problem right here. What?
I'm gonna make I'm gonna
Send me
make
all
I'm
the
gonna make
Kool-Aid.
him black.
Send me all the chicken. Send me all
He's
everything.
Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican. I'm gonna turn into pure black. That's what I'm gonna do. Talking all that.
I
shit.
don't listen. I'm black. I don't eat
Give him
I don't eat
calling
watermelon.
card from the Chamber
I'd be
of
the
Commerce,
whitest
too.
Puerto Rican if I
Watermelon,
was.
so
You know what I'm
delicious.
saying? I don't eat pork. I don't like
Eat the
watermelon.
watermelon and spit
No.
out the seeds.
Nope. And when it comes to chicken, I mean, I'll eat chicken, but I'll eat
open
I'll
up
eat
the top of the
chicken
watermelon,
fingers.
pour tons of vodka up in
You're
there,
a chicken
put it in the
fingers kind of
freezer.
guy. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
Give him
Yeah,
some
no,
hot
I'm not a
sauce, too,
chicken. I'm not a regular chicken guy either. I don't, and I'm not a watermelon guy. So I just,
Yo,
so.
bro, back in the day, don't even try. You know how
Don't take
much fried
offense to this,
chicken you
K-Megan, but
probably ate?
you're probably
Come on,
like
okay, Megan.
the only black guy that I know that doesn't like any of that stuff.
Well, no. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, anyway,
The rest of the blacks, he's saying, what's wrong with you? He's saying the rest of the blacks like it.
like, what is this? What's going on? Where are we going? Where are we going with this? Where are we going?
Definitely not.
Sir X-Man,
I'm just
comment.
saying he's unique.
Calm that shit down. Come on now. All right, so don't we gotta pull it back. Because we'll have that podcast that I've always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? We'll have some deep discussions here.
Man,
Anyway,
I'm still waiting for that, man.
man, everybody keep backing out, man. They scared. They don't want to do that.
Invite me to that because I'll go to that. I'll do that. I'll
You know
do
what I'm
that
saying?
podcast.
You do that podcast?
You
That'll be
did
a
say that you were
fun-
going to do a political podcast, and I wanted to join that.
I've been wanting to do it, but people are scared. They don't want to. You know what I'm saying? And then people have been saying, "Nigga, do you really want to do it or whatever?" I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, anyway,
I'll do
I think
it.
I should. All right, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
anyway,
I'm gonna get off, but if you still here in 30 minutes, that's by the time I get home, file my PC.
we will make sure that we are out of here before
We gotta
that.
be out of here. 30 minutes. I'm counting the time. Damn it.
Yeah. Anyway,
get
all
outta
right,
here.
we gotta get out of here. All right, so Dark, it's your go, brother.
Asshole. I'll catch you later.
All right, man.
I love you.
What-
I love you, sir.
Oh man,
I love you too, buddy.
that damn fool. What is your thought about what Paris said? Do you think that there's some honesty within that, or do you think that there's a little bit of like, hey, I just want to kind of throw some shade to kind of have some other fans appreciate me type? I don't know. I feel a certain way about it, but how do you feel about what his comments were?
I think he's just another bald guy that's just mad about.
Oh my god.
Oh, call them the ball.
Ooh.
no. I think
Oh,
honestly,
man.
all kidding aside, I think that Paris has some sort of, some sort of reasoning behind it. I can see where he's coming from because, you gotta remember that like some of these guys have been waiting years for for some of these games to come out. Like Starfield. I mean, I know a lot of people have been waiting for Starfield to come out. There's
Right.
they've been waiting for Redfall to come out. It is kind of it is kind of a situation where it's like, I get where Microsoft is coming from, where they want to make sure that the game comes out and it's working well. They definitely do not want or need a game to come out and it get like a 60 like it has been getting, in the past. Like, they want these games to come out and be better or on par with some of the PlayStation games that are out there right now, and I think that they they're gonna do that, but it's gonna be, it's gonna take time for that. So I could see where he's coming from, where like, is this really enough? I think we need more, more games. All these games that they've been announcing, and we haven't seen any of them. And I think I get where he's coming from, but I also think to myself, like w- you know I don't want any of these games to come out and be broken, like, they have in the past, or be, not as s- you know as
Polished.
media um quote unquote media polished, the because they want it to be as polished as possible. um and I think Phil Spencer realizes that he has to, you know do that, not only for the fans, but I think he realized he has to for the media as well, so then they can have, so then they can sit there and say, well, we've done that, we've tried to do that, or, because I really think that Phil Spencer is trying to do it. I think he's trying to make it so that these Xbox games, when they come out, they're polished to the brim, and they're freaking fantastic, and just he's really, you can see it in him that he's really trying. um but he's got bosses too, that are sitting there saying, hey, you got to get this stuff out. So I mean, we'll see what happens when next year, when these games do come out, because I mean, there are a lot of games that they haven't even announced yet. They've only taken us up to what, June of 2023.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen what's going to come out in the later half of the year for Xbox. Um, am I excited for some of the games that are coming out in the first half of 2023? Not necessarily. I mean, I've never really liked the Bethesda, like, RPGs. I've always liked, like, Doom or Wolfenstein, those kind of games. I like those ones. I never really liked, like, Skyrim or Fallout or anything like that. So I'm not really excited for Starfield, even though it is up my alley with sci-fi. Um, I think the only game that I'm actually super ecstatic to play for Xbox would be Stalker 2, but we don't know when that's going to come out,
Yeah. That
because
game
the whole
might
situation
not come
that's
out.
going
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It might not come out. So, and that's unfortunate, but um, I think, I think Xbox is going to have a really good year, man. I mean, I think every console is going to have a really great year.
I have trash games.
I think.
Damn.
I mean, if these games come out next year and they're not, you know, on, really good, we're gonna definitely know about it. We're gonna definitely hear about it. I mean, even, I still don't think, I still have this notion that PlayStation can come out with a really bad game because they've done it before. So it's not like I'm gonna sit here and say, well, Xbox, did really well, and then PlayStation did really well if they didn't actually do well. And the same thing with Nintendo. Um,
Nintendo
but
has at least one good game, though.
right,
Even
but
in
they
their
they
worst times, they will
right
have.
exactly.
Right.
And that's the difference between them and most of the consoles out there, that they've had those successes like that.
I will see if somebody will say it. When I hit you up, and I'm going to go to Ham next. Um, But I want to see if anybody on the panel is going to say what you kind of was alluding to when you said that Xbox needs that one title. They do have that one title, but you know, I kind of want to
have that one title, but
but
it's
you know,
going to be interesting to see
which one it's going to be. Right. I already kind of know which title that will be, but I'll just I'll wait till it's my turn.
What title do you think it is?
Forza Motorsport.
Actually, K Mega, go to somebody else first, real quick, because I gotta go help my daughter.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
I think honestly,
Forza.
even though
Motorsport's going to be monster.
Even though I'm not a huge fan of it,
Yeah,
I think Starfield's actually going to be that game.
I think Starfield's going to I think Starfield is going to be broken when it first comes out, and it's because of the patch situation.
I don't think so.
And
because
It will be.
Yeah,
There's no way
it's a
not.
Bethesda game. It's going to have some issues.
That's the thing. Phil Spencer's not playing those games with these.
No, it's not that there's an issue because they're sloppy. It's an issue. Bethesda's games are buggy because of what types of games they are. You cannot make a game where you have that much choice, that much freedom, that many things happening, and have it not be buggy.
Right. Yeah, there's going to be something that's going to be off. That's going to dock that game from its actual true greatness from what people actually. Because I think that Starfield and Hellblade will be the most spectacular games of the year. Next to probably
another one, Hellblade. We didn't even.
Yeah. Hellblade's going to be something special. Like I, the first Hellblade was absolutely special to me. But again, they're going to critique Hellblade to a different standard, a different level.
PlayStation game at first.
But see that but it's not a PlayStation game anymore, so they're not going, and that's why I don't trust them to that degree. That's why I don't trust them, because they're going to, you know, instead of looking at it and seeing the improvements, they're going to go through it with a magnifying glass. And then critique whatever that is the flaw, because every game is flawed. That's how I look at they're going to give Hellblade. I still feel Hellblade's going to get good ratings and shit like that. But I think the creme de la creme is going to be Forza Motorsport, and that's where
really Forza. I mean,
the showcases that are going to be there, it's going to be makes the game look so good. What is running at 4K 120 with ray tracing? That's what's going to be the showcase.
It's a racing game.
Yeah,
thank you, Cozy. That's why it's going to be probably the highest rated game for Xbox next year. But it's because it's a racing game that they're going to discredit, and then you'll have more bullshit that's going to be said and spewed by people within the community as though Xbox didn't deliver anything, because their highest rated game is a racer. Now,
I
again,
think, I kind of understand, like, so with Motorsport, I understand when people are like, it's just a racer. I don't understand when people say it's just the same thing about Horizon.
Horizon
because I think
not just a racer.
Yes, and I think, because I, explain to people what I love so much about it is I like drifting. I like jumping off of things. I like, I made a white van and I put an ice cream cone and stuff on the side of it and said free candy. I like doing that stuff. It's like a different
my goodness.
I like her.
Oh yes, Cozy's great. Cozy's great. But that's okay, because I was going to say, but I'll go ahead and say it now, and then I'll go to Cozy next. But I just think that for me, the problem I have, and this is the fallback that they do, and it annoys me too, is when they say, they just want to attack me, and I just want to be, and all I'm doing is being critical of Xbox, because I'm saying, you said the same shit about 30 frames per second, and you are a console gamer. If you was a PC gamer, I understand it, but you are a console gamer. You know that your ass has been playing 30 frames per second forever. So why is it now that you want to, and I get that you want this standard, but consoles will never be a PC. They will never be comparable to a PC, because the PC will always have new shit every year. The best that consoles can get is a mid refresh 3 to 5 years within that generation. So why the hell do you still you're trying to talk? It was the same garbage that started off in 2013 talking about resolution. When they first said that, I thought they were talking about New Year's. I'm like, what the hell? Talk about resolution? What? And then
it's annoying because they started the resolution thing conversation first, and as soon as they started the resolution conversation, I knew, like, can we get a stable 60 before we even worry about?
Yes, thank you.
Blades of grass.
Yeah, blades of grass. Like, why are console gamers? Bro, it's certain games that we have played on consoles that looked awful but played well and had a good time, or vice versa, or whatever. But anyway, this is the thing that bothers me with what Paris said. He is entitled to his opinion 100%, but when you had a year in 2022 that had nothing, you know what I'm saying? And then you go into 2023 and you get more than nothing. It's not like you get 1 or 2 games, you get 5 that we know of at this point. And like everybody in the chat is keep talking about Avowed. We got Avowed. There could be Avowed could drop next year. They didn't bring up Age of Empires is going to be coming to the console. They you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They didn't also bring up the stuff about the opportunity. I mean, the thing of what's going on with the
BK
Indiana Jones game. That game could be ready to go. The In Exile game that could be ready to go. I mean, Outer Worlds 2 that could be ready to go. We don't know what is going to be available for Xbox coming into next year, but just to come out
game.
Yeah. Well, I think the Compulsion game is a little bit further out because they just announced it not too long ago. So you know what I'm saying. But Perfect Dark, Fable, those things ain't going to most likely come out until 2020, 24, 25. But the thing for me is that there are so many games that's going to be there, and smaller games, and the fact whatever that's going to be coming on Game Pass. Now, I'm going to read this right fast. Okay. I read it in the beginning of this.
Contraband.
And that was the game I was thinking about, was Contraband too. We don't know if that's going to come out next year or not. So to come out and say that's not enough, and let's just say the games that Miles listed, and you got Contraband and Avowed. Let's just say those and Outer Worlds 2. Those 3 come out. Is that still not good enough? Or is it because those games aren't going to look like Sony games? Is that the reason? Because to me, people keep playing off of the console war narrative. And then it seems like every time, and it happens every time, but Darky, I'm telling the truth. Every time that a PlayStation true banger comes out, like a Spider-Man or now here God of War, here comes the doom and gloomers. Every fucking time. Because the game, because when Starfield and Redfall got delayed, oh my God. The only reason why they got into that doom and gloom shit is because of the fact that because everybody was having Starfield to be compared to God of War. And to me, it's and that, no, they did. Oh, go ahead. Tell me where you think I'm wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because to me, that's what annoys me. You're saying that, okay, 1 minute, these games need to come out with this, that. I want a titty. I want a leg. I want a toe. I want everything else on this game that I want. Right? Like I want titty and rights. I want everything. And then when the game comes out and it don't have what you asked for because they rushed the game out like Halo Infinite. Oh, this is inexcusable. Microsoft, you need to do better. This is trash, garbage. How is it that Sony can get away with the double standard? I mean, can get away with, we can delay games year after year after year after year. God of War was not announced in 2022. God of War Ragnarok was announced in 2020. And
the reason why they get away with it is because they wait until it's polished and then they come.
That's right. Microsoft did not make their move until they didn't make their big push to the move until 2018. God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, all the big game. Let's just say all the big titles that PlayStation came out with.
What's Ghost Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima.
No, it's just how you said it. You're like,
Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm like, what the hell is Ghost of Tsushima?
Well, okay. Right,
Tsushima. It's Tsushima.
I'm making fun of your countryness.
Whatever. Let me be country. But okay, so those games came out. How long was those games in development though? How long was The Last of Us 2 in development? Quite a while.
Man, quite a while,
so
yeah.
when Xbox sit there and acquired Playground and Ninja Theory and all those games, that was in 2018. How is it people already expecting these games to already be out in 2020, 2021? If you want the games
because some of the games were already in development too, so that's why some people were expecting.
I got that, but see, this is the thing though. Don't get it twisted. See, the PlayStation fans, and where I give them credit for, 100% credit for, is that they're willing to wait. They'll lie and put their head in the sand and say, look at this indie because it got a better rating than, look at Stray, it got a better rating than your little Xbox game or whatever, right? They'll play the role until that big game comes out that looks pretty, and then they can sit there and say, look at this. And then especially if it's got a high Metacritic and it sells well, then they'll brag about it all day and night, right? The thing to me that bothers me is that Xbox gamers want that so bad, so quickly, that they're willing to give up a game to come out as a failure, to come out like a Cyberpunk, instead of it being polished and waited. Xbox has made the very right choice, and I love their strategy. We're not coming out with no more bullshit. The Halo Infinite shit was egregious. We damn near almost hurt the Halo brand, if not hurt the Halo brand, because we rushed that game out. That game needed another year. Yeah, well, no, I don't. Well, I mean, maybe they might add fishing later on. Who knows? In the second Halo, but. I just look at this, and I'm going to read this list, and then I'm going to go to Cozy and this. Okay, PlayStation 4 console exclusives in 2018. All right, so these are the games that were exclusive through second party, third party, and then their first party, right? Okay, so Digimon Story, The Hacker's Memory, Concrete Genie, Xenoclats. I don't know what the hell that was. Whatever. Did you ever heard of that, Dark?
It looks familiar.
Xenoclats.
It starts with an X.
That sounds.
It starts with an X. Xenoclats or something.
No. It starts with an I.
Really?
Iconoclats. I think that's what.
Iconoclast.
Iconoclast.
I was like Xenoclats. I was like,
sorry.
Is that here in LA or what?
I'm dyslexic, man. I'm telling you, man. Sometimes it's hard for me. Sometimes let me be country.
You're more than dyslexic, but
okay, whatever. Bravo Team.
Let it go.
Okay. Dreams, Fighting EX Layer, Shadow of Colossus, God of War, Star Child, Golem, Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, Frantics, The Impatient, Moss, which that game got delayed because that's a VR game now. So that game shouldn't be on this list, but that was slated to come out, or they thought it came out. Detroit Become Human, Noonie Cooney 2, ML
Cooney, but okay.
Noonie Cooney. To stop it. People like me saying it the way I say it. MLB The Show, 18, Blood and Truth, Dragon's Crown Pro, Mega Dimensions, Naporia. I have that fighter. I have those fighters on PC. And I have the fighter. I have one of their fighters on PlayStation. Yakuza Kiwami 2, The Seven Deadly Sins, Knights of Barisnia, and then you have Spider-Man, and then you have Dissidia. How you say that? The Final Fantasy NT, which is that Dissidia.
Dissidia.
That is free to play now. So all these games that came out in 2018, that's a fantastic list. That's probably one of their best lists that they had for their whole entire generation, right?
Mm-hmm. A lot of the games I don't even know, and I don't care.
Right.
And most of those games, none of the PlayStation gamers played.
Oh, pretty much, right? Exactly. But
because
Concrete Genie was great.
Of those games. Concrete Genie was a great game. I love that game. I absolutely adored that game.
Right.
But a lot of those games, a lot of these gamers didn't play. I mean, not saying that there wasn't nobody playing it, but there just wasn't enough to even like some of those games. I didn't even know what you were talking about. Like, what
Right,
is
right,
this?
right.
Maybe
So-
maybe if they had a Game Pass equivalent back then, then people
Well-
could have tried it out.
Well,
Oh,
okay,
man.
but my point with this is
Nobody wants welfare pass, man. Come
Oh,
on.
They actually
my God.
did.
But-
They actually did. It just didn't have like a lot of
Oh, my God.
subscribers, but PlayStation Now is still out, and they had PlayStation PS. No, did they have PS4 games?
But any
They have
yeah,
PS now.
They
but it
added
wasn't
them,
popular.
yeah, towards the end of the
they
generation,
added,
yeah.
They added the.
I mean, I had
games,
PS4.
but-
I don't remember when they added the games, because that's when they lowered
It
the
was-
price. And when they lowered the price and added PS4 games, that's when
Yeah.
I subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now they don't even like now like premium or even like extra. Like it's better to just have extra if you're
Yeah,
going
premium
to
is
go
ass.
that route right now
Ass.
because
Premium
is
is
just
garbage.
ass.
Okay, but let me
You can't even
let me finish
They
my
haven't
point
even
though.
come out with new PlayStation 1s or PlayStation 2 games on.
Well,
that
they
game.
are putting a collection
Or
of.
PS3s.
I just
Yeah.
read that they're doing they're putting in a collection of for the 20th anniversary for what is the little it came out last year. Not Daxter. Is it Dax? What is that game?
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, they're going to put.
Ratchet and
they're-
Clank came out in 2020, dude.
No.
Or
They're
2021.
no. All the other older ones, they're going to put
Oh.
those into premium.
They're gonna
but
put
they're-
the old ones.
But they're not going to put last year's game in premium, which is absolutely. But anyway, that's another discussion. We'll talk about that next week. But my point was this: everybody looked at that year for PlayStation and said, "God, that is an insane amount of just quality content." Right? This is why those comments from Paris is bullshit, and for the people that supported that is bullshit as well. It's because not all those games were just first party. Those were other titles that were second and third party. Some of those games are playable on Xbox now. So to me,
a lot of those games were indies too.
right, we're indies as well. So to me, it's like when you say it's not good enough, and then let's just say that all that Xbox will bring is the list that Miles showed. On top of all the games that we know about just for right now on Game Pass, and for the other titles that we'll be getting that won't be in Game Pass, that Xbox will have marketing rights to, you're telling me that that's not enough? That to me is where I got a problem with. It's like you said, Lies of P and things. I don't know why I want to say Lies of Pi. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I want Lies of P.
Lies of P isn't exclusive to Xbox.
It's in Game Pass day
It's in
one.
Game Pass
That's
day
the
one.
but
Wulong, all that. No,
you cannot count that game as an Xbox exclusive.
Not
It's in
counting
Game
as an
Pass day
Xbox
one.
exclusive. I'm not actually saying it's an exclusive. I'm saying that the deals that you have, because a lot of gamers do have access, especially that come out here and talk about gaming on social media. They are subscribed to Game Pass, but they don't want to count the Game Pass games on top of the exclusives that Xbox is going to drop next year. That's ass to me. That is bullshit.
Game Pass day one, it's probably gonna suck anyways. But
oh my god! But anyway, that's I just don't think it's fair.
P is gonna suck.
Probably.
Wow.
Coming to Game Pass.
Wow.
I mean, look at what it did to my beautiful Plague Tale Requiem. It just ruined it.
Just ruined Plague Tale? God.
Really?
Man.
Really?
Wow. Anyway, but Cozy, what do you think about that?
Did this man beat Plague Tale or something? What happened?
Plague Tale Innocence. Yeah, I beat that one. I didn't play Requiem. I didn't have time to get Requiem. I'm gonna get it later though. But yeah, I'm definitely still gonna play it. I was just kidding. Ham.
Yeah, I know he's over bullshit. But anyway, okay, so but Cozy,
I had to come. I had to come to bat for my girl Amicia right there. You can't be slandering.
I get it. My bad.
Oh, my
Let it
God.
snooze fest.
So, Cozy, what do you think about this whole situation? What Paris said? I know that I got my stuff out the way. So, what do you think, man? Like, you think that he's out of pocket, or
a lot of these gaming personalities, because they just depend on being a loudmouth to keep attention on them, because that's the whole. I mean, no, that's the reality. That's no, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. I guess I'm a loudmouth on Twitter. Yeah,
Not and
Shut
it's
your trap.
like a lot of like
And he's a cheater.
the people like him, they're kind of like they're just being like they're not. They don't feel genuinely enthusiasts.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. They don't feel genuinely enthusiasts. So they're like, oh yeah, here's a list of games that someone rattles off, and like I'm like, oh well, I don't think this is enough. Like, how much fucking time do you have? Like, oh sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me, but
No,
it's like
go
it's like a
ahead.
serious question. Like, how much time do you have? That's a list of games, and I mean, I get it. None of these. You can be like, well, none of these games interest me, but you can't be like, but to say like, oh, like that list of games isn't enough because you got to make up for last year. You're not getting an extra 365 days to play extra games.
Talk that shit, Cozy. What?
See, you know what? I love it when a woman with a high-pitched voice cuss like a sailor because that's just sexy.
Oh, that's ish.
I also think something they need to make sure that they have is that will benefit Xbox and Microsoft is continue to have these games that keep people engaged. Like, the people are still playing like, the Gears, and people are still playing, games. And I mean, we can speak about Bethesda. Like, people are still playing their games. These games are games that are still like, generation after generation, people still like, I'm still going to sit down and play that. And I think that's something that, it'll probably be great for Starfield. Hopefully Redfall is the same way. I'm really excited about Redfall. Hopefully it's the same way where like, man, I'm ready to play some Redfall again for like the 8th millionth time and sit down and like hop in and out with people.
We still playing Crackdown.
That's
I don't even know why.
You know
need
what?
to stop tweeting me in those damn fucking
Thank you.
conversations.
Thank you. Let me go ahead and show that Crackdown gameplay. Yeah, you want to come and play it with us? We play it. We play it on Saturday evening. Yeah, you want to come in?
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, you know what I play? I play Bleeding Edge.
Oh,
see, I play actually good games on like you guys where you guys play
Edge for the win.
Games.
Bleeding Edge. My problem with Bleeding Edge is like, it's like the load times. Other than that, that's like a lot of great about it, like the combat. And I think people hate it because it requires you to be a team.
Right. You just can't get out there. You can't be a sweaty. You can't be a sweaty.
It does look like Overwatch.
No. Stylistically, I actually enjoy it more than Overwatch because it's like this industrial
melee,
punk design.
Right? It is.
More melee.
Well, there's melee. There's people that got guns and stuff too. Yeah, but see, this is the thing. Like, it's like Overwatch and Power Stone had a baby. That's how you. Yeah. That's exactly how it is. And what it is
Overwatch,
see, this is the thing though. This is why people didn't jump on it like that, because it's like she said, it's very team oriented. You got to play as a team, and the one mode is kind of it did need another additional mode, which was kind of like just a free for all, or you have a free for all mode, or you had like a team versus team, y'all just battle and fight and just get it over with. But there was the one mode with the burrows, which I forgot what you had to do. Yes, the collection. That is very you got to be very strategic with that. Everybody does have to definitely work together with that. Even with the other mode where it's kind of like, hold your position, go and take A, B, C, or whatever. That's being a little strategic, but not the other mode where people that hate the most. But once I figured it out, I'm like, oh my God, this is fun. Bleeding Edge is really, really good. It just needed more modes.
Do you think
more characters?
That game would have been got a lot more attention to it if it wasn't just on Xbox?
Probably.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
And it also has a killer soundtrack.
And if it was free to play,
if it was free to play, it definitely. And hopefully, once they're done with Hellblade, that they'll go back to it. I hope that Xbox will.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I hope that they do. Or if that's the case, let them work on a second game. But I think that the game is good enough to keep going. It's still going. There's people still there, but it's the problem is that it needs more modes. If they add more modes, and if they do turn into a free to play, that game would probably get a lot more traction. I can't say I thought it was going to be a hit like Sea of Thieves, but it's not.
Yeah,
but it
Open up
definitely
the
should.
assets so that people can create modes would be like.
Oh, that would be insane. Yeah,
that would be.
insane.
But yeah,
it's
great. Like it's
Kinda
not
like
a bad
Forge.
game at all. It's a solid game.
Yeah.
Forge not being. But yeah,
Okay.
I forget what we're talking about.
Yeah, we was talking about what Paris said, but that's okay. Let's move on because we're running out of time. We're about to get out of here because I'm not. I
we
got
gotta
a time
get out of
limit.
here before Sir X-Men comes back. Come on, man. Let's go.
yeah.
All right. So, Ham Solo, your turn, brother. What do you think, man? I mean, do you agree with what Paris is saying and what others that agree with him, or do you think that like that's just? I mean, there's a double standard there.
So I kind of I disagree, but see what he's saying in like the term of like catching up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I feel like maybe he's. You know, actually, I like what Cozy said just a moment ago about like you're not gonna like get like just because you missed out on last year, like just because we had a or Xbox had a bad year last year doesn't mean now you're gonna get 2 years worth of games
right
in 1 year.
Yeah, right.
Well, like they're still they still have to strategize with the way they put stuff out because they don't want to just run over each other all over the place and look like a car wreck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
like
if anybody remembers,
pretty much,
if anybody
right?
remembers, how did the Sega Dreamcast come out? They came out with a crazy stack amount of great games to the point that they were trampling each other when they were coming out.
Yeah.
So like, I don't see why Xbox would want to make a mistake that others have made prior and just like hurry up. Oh crap, we need to please everybody. Let's rush to the board and get everything going now. No, this in fact, since they admitted to having a rough 2022, but still selling the amount that they've sold, because keep in mind, they crushed it with Game Pass and everything. Yeah, they didn't hit their goals. Sure, a lot of companies don't hit their goals with stuff, but they openly came out and were like, "Yo, Game Pass has been dope. We've been slinging these consoles all over the place. Japan has been getting bigger numbers." Yeah, like they've been working the world a little bit. And then with Paris saying, these amount of games coming out next year, I don't see how it's enough. You know what, Paris, maybe you're right, but I feel like he's wrong because it's just like there's things I feel like aren't even fully announced yet that are coming out next year. So we don't even know what's coming out completely. The games that are announced to come out are really exciting games. Like they are supposed to be like blockbuster type games. And for Xbox, that I'm not gonna lie, like it feels like they come out with a game every once in a blue moon. For them to come out with 4 Xbox like first party games in 1 year, that is a massive success.
Right.
For Xbox. And
Right.
I don't see how that's and these are and like he's talking as if these are 10-hour experience games.
Right. Thank
like
you.
These are
Thank you.
like short games that are Redfall. Like I'm sure you could
That's over 20.
beat that game, but it's going to take a minute to beat that game. And then you got other characters that you can level up. And then you got the opportunity to be able to play with friends and do all that stuff. And then you have a game like Starfield coming out. that game, come on now.
1,000 planets,
Let's not
man.
act like that's gonna be no
Yeah.
20-hour game.
1,000 planets, bro.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a 20-hour game.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Come on, man.
And,
That's well over
No,
and then
a
on
1,000
top of it,
planets thing is going to really work out for.
I'm
and
gonna
then on
touch
top of it,
all
we got
1,000 planets. I'm gonna get them all, baby.
we got games that are coming,
Loot.
into the service as well. So like you guys just got done saying, like Wolong, like bruh, like I played that demo. That was
fire.
That's a dope ass game. Yeah.
nice. That joint was real nice. Atomic Heart.
Right.
Come on,
Ooh.
bruh.
Right.
Like-
Ooh.
Like we got things coming. Liza P, obviously. You guys got done saying that. Hopefully that game I was looking forward to, Unreal Engine 5. What was that game y'all were talking about earlier?
It was the one from Ukraine. The guys from
Ukraine, yeah.
Oh, Stalker. Stalker
I mean-
2.
Oh,
Yeah,
Stalker.
Stalker 2. Avowed might come out. The shortest game that I can think about that might come out next year may be Hellblade.
Right.
Like,
And even then,
that's
I
gonna
don't think
be a
it's going
short-
to be.
in
that's
a
gonna be short.
Hellblade,
Hellblade was what, about
is like the
almost 20 hours?
The way I
about-
look at Hellblade is the way I look at like
About 10, 15
and
hours?
to be real, the way I
Can't
look at
remember.
Hellblade is the same way I look at
I'll get to look right now.
like a Naughty Dog, or really just a PlayStation 5 kind of
Right.
story,
Graphically,
thing.
yeah.
where it's like third person over the shoulder. I mean,
Right.
it's very much like what you would see from a first party PlayStation game, which makes me really excited because I mean I still don't they're still in the weeds to me a little bit when it comes to their trailer, because to me it just wasn't enough. It was just like they said it's in game, but I'm just like did somebody hit a button at some point? like what just
Right.
happened? But I am still excited for that game because I mean, cutscene or actual gameplay, that looked insane.
Yeah.
That looked absolutely insane, and I doubt that they'd want. And if you played the first one,
That game looked
cutscenes
beautiful.
Are like the
Yeah.
exact. Yeah, the cutscenes are the exact same looking as the gameplay. So I expect this to be the same. It wasn't like
14
you go
hours.
to a cutscene
for,
in
Hellblade for me.
Yeah. It wasn't like you went into a cutscene off of like Control or not Control, but what was that game that they made? Quantum Break.
Oh.
Like when you went into a cutscene on
Quantum
Quantum Break, it felt like it was just a completely different game.
Well, the movie, yeah.
Because
a
it was like a movie. But Hellblade, it's like very consistent with the cutscene to the gameplay.
Mhm.
Very
Yeah.
consistent. So I'm expecting the same thing with that. But long story short, or shorter than I could drag it out to be, there's gonna be a lot to play. Whether you think it's
No,
enough
he's-
is kind of
I
your
gotta
own.
go.
Oh, shit. We got to go. Go ahead. Finish up, man. Finish up.
No.
Go ahead, Ham.
No, I was just saying. No, I was just saying. Whether you think like it's enough is kind of your own. Like I mean, to me, that's just like a review. I mean, that's
It's
subjective.
irrelevant.
I mean, just what is. See, and Paris kind of does this kind of thing, which I've noticed from watching him on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say something that's on his mind at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then spend weeks redacting it.
Right. Right.
So like,
Yeah,
so I'm really interested to see some of his new moves, like kick
Oh, he
flips
already
and
redacted some of it.
back flips, and like it's gonna be very interesting. I mean, I respect Paris as a gamer and whatnot.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely. I think
he's really cool. But
Yeah, he seems like a cool
but
guy. I never met him, but
sometimes-
yeah.
but sometimes when I hear him, it's like it feels like I get a little bit of just completeness, and then he starts to like once he realizes what he's saying, he starts to like slowly like tighten up his tie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wait a second. I'm not saying he isn't keeping it real. I'm just saying sometimes he's playing because I think he's keeping it real. I think he's probably a freaking great, nice guy and whatnot. But I think sometimes he just kind of slows down. And when he slows down, it starts to get real.
I think he listens
businessy.
to a bunch of people, and that's the one thing that bothers me. It's okay to listen to any and everybody because I do listen to other people. I mean, you know, you've seen some of the people that's come into the chat.
Yeah.
But
He listens to me half the time. I don't even know why.
That part is true.
I wouldn't say listening to someone and having someone kind of say something,
right? And then I feed
how you.
Exactly, Cody. That's the thing. Like I can't, and so many people do that. Just like if somebody's more popular, or if they're really aggressive on their stance and they want to try to sway your opinion on something, and it's crazy how people will follow that because of whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute, you weren't like that a week ago. Now you over here talking about, well, you're disappointed. How are you disappointed into if then obviously, okay, look, I get you're not into Persona. You're maybe not, you're probably not into the Plague's Tale Requiem, which would be a contradiction because if you want Xbox to come out with games that are like PlayStation, that is one of the games that you would cap for, right? But it's not
exclusive.
That's right. And see, that's the thing to me is so where did you hear that from? Oh, you heard that from a stan, or you heard that from somebody that just want to kind of just throw shit to the wall and see if it sticks. I don't know. But it's still part of the console war narrative. It really doesn't make sense because if you want these games to come out the best that they can be, if you know what I'm saying, and I also make this point because a guy, I guess he's one of the newer members from TXR. He comes out and he says, because I brought up the year of 2016, but it wasn't really 2016. I think it was 2015. It was 2014, 2015 when Sony said that when Sony went on their sparse, where they were over there capping for not capping, but they were over there in all support of indie games at that point, and they didn't have a lot of first party title. They didn't have any, I don't believe, first party AAA titles that came out that year. And then the media also backed them. What was that, 2014 or 2015, where even the media was saying like it's
2015 was Bloodborne. That was the first one.
Okay, so it had to be 14.
It's not first party.
Yeah.
Well, it's not for. Okay, so it was 2014 and 2015. I can't remember which year it was.
Well, the first exclusive was Bloodborne. That was the first one.
Okay, all right. So, but remember that the media went up there and Sony said themselves that it was going to be sparse. And that was
Andrew House who said that.
Oh yeah, but he was with Sony, so of course he said that. Yeah. So he said that, and then the media was like, "It's good to be sparse. It's okay." And then they went on this promotion for indie games, and then of course,
wait for greatness.
Yeah. Wait for greatness. If you remember that slogan, thank you, Sir X-Man. Right, and so. It was a part of
It wasn't wait for greatness. It was greatness awaits.
Greatness awaits.
Greatness awaits. But the Xbox gamers the Xbox gamers were saying, wait for greatness and shit like that. That's how that all started, right? So
that's because the Xbox had some really good games.
They had like a 3-year slate of just hot titles, right? So then it flipped. PlayStation had the time that they needed to bring their titles and to also push back titles like they did from 2014 to 2015 all the way up to now. They even push games up because they still have the time and the flexibility. Xbox didn't have that time, and because the second party just failed them in a sense because they, and just everything just was just bad for them media wise, right? So. If Sony can do that, why Microsoft can't do it at a time when when these guys know that this is
Because Microsoft's not the market leader, dude. That's why.
It doesn't matter.
That's why it does matter.
No,
It
no,
does
no,
matter
that don't matter. That don't matter.
In the context of media and everything like that,
No,
it does matter. It
No,
does
it
matter
doesn't.
because
matter.
Xbox hasn't proven to a quote unquote. Don't say I'm saying this because I'm not saying this.
No, I got you.
Quote
He just
unquote.
said it.
This is what people allude to is that Xbox hasn't proven themselves to get to that point to where they can do what you're saying.
The game, yeah. No, I got what
All
you're
they
saying.
need is Viva Pinata.
No, just bring Rise back. Just bring Rise back, so then the media can lie and say, "Oh, this is a God of War clone." No, this is a Rise. No, God of War is a Rise clone. But whatever the case, keep it going, keep it pushing, pushing.
I mean,
stop it! Do you know that over the shoulder? Oh yeah,
Don't do it.
I'm not interested
I
in
actually
either.
really
And
liked
Rise
Rise.
still
This
holds
was
up
good.
today.
Rise was dope. Now, okay,
Which
but
sucks
this,
because I can't believe that game actually got the scores that it did.
yeah, I got what, like a 60, 67, something like that. It was awful.
On Xbox back then in that generation. Every Xbox game got a low score.
I wonder if Rise went to PlayStation on PlayStation 4 exclusively. What would the score be for that game?
It would.
I don't think it would have got. It would have got a 9. It wouldn't have got a 9 because of the repetitiveness.
It would have
got an 8. It would have got an 8 for sure.
Just imagine Sunset Overdrive going over there.
Yeah,
They
but anyway,
that a 10.
They probably would have. But okay, so.
But I thought Sunset Overdrive did well though. I thought it did.
It didn't.
Pretty good.
It
no.
didn't catch real quick.
No,
I'm saying
later,
like the reviews. It got better. It got way better reviews than most of the.
Oh yeah, that part is true.
It would have got higher reviews.
Well, we know that, but okay. But my point overall is this: and I think everybody said something, right? So so to finish it off, and then I want to give Sir X-Man his flowers and let him speak, and then nobody else say nothing, and we get the hell out of here. But I just want to say it's just a double standard. You know the gaming history, Paris. You know what that the reason why Sony was in a position to where they had a 2018 or 20 regardless of what you felt about 2015 up, because they had the time to wait and they put themselves in a way better position at the end of the generation than what Xbox could have ever done, right? Xbox has got to make the same strategy. And I hate the fact that there's Xbox gamers that act like this is brand new. This isn't. This is exactly what they need to do in order for them to have, to start over a clean slate and bring out all different types of titles that will work with any type of Xbox gamer. Because not everybody's going to want to play over the shoulder, really pretty graphics, deep story shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to play multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? They want to play multiplayer. They want to play something else, or Drive, whatever the case may be. So
that's why you get a PlayStation if that's what you really want to play.
Well, true, right? That's what I'm saying. But Xbox needs to get back to bringing those games back. There's no question. So
I guess I'm that weirdo that moved PS4 to Xbox because none of the games I liked on PS3 exist on the PS4.
No,
that's very true. A lot of those games are gone now.
Okay, they are. All right, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and give Sir X-Man his flowers and get the hell out of here.
Oh Jesus, it's gonna be.
I got to give him his flowers. I got to give him his flowers because he brought it up and I denied it him. So, but anyway, okay. So, EDO's Montreal is working on a new game. With I'm saying, also working on is helping to work on the Fable game. And Crystal Dynamics is still going to be working on Perfect Dark. This Sir X-Man said this months ago at the
beginning when they bought him bought him in January.
Right. Yeah, you said this a long time ago about the opportunity that look, Microsoft could probably go out there and get them. I vehemently just denied. I was like, no, man, that's not how that works. That's not how business works. But the more and more that we hear about these negotiations that's going on, and this could just be them just working with them because Matt Booty does have deep ties with Crystal Dynamics and probably with Eidos Montreal. But it is weird to have them working on their biggest. These are Fable and Perfect Dark are supposed to be those games. They're supposed to be the ones that's supposed to make people to say, holy shit, I'm getting a Series X because this shit is comparable to what PlayStation drops when they're big budget games. Sir X-Man, I mean, go ahead and say it, man. I mean, look, I seen, like I said, Slow Mo and others, they brought it up here recently, Boom and them. I seen them talking about it and stuff. But Sir X-Man, you have been on this track, and do you still think that there's a possibility that Microsoft could try to acquire them?
Yep.
And this has probably been and Embracer Group is holding them for them the whole time. Could this be their strategy? Could you actually think that this is possible?
Yep.
Well, I gotta give goddamn it, this is crazy.
Phil Spencer and the owner of Embracer Groups are actually really good friends. I kind of didn't want to say that back then because I didn't want to ruffle the feathers and have that go all over the internet. But I knew that already. And I knew what they were doing. $300 million for Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal? That's a real steal. That's a steal.
Real cheap.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and then I know Microsoft, they like, okay, you get this for us, we're going to slap you that $1 billion. I knew it was coming as soon as this deal is over with. But Microsoft was in the middle of something that they couldn't show any other cards. No one listens to me. Nobody. And you see other people that probably heard my thunder way back then, all of a sudden taking my fame. Slow-mo backslap.
Damn.
Someone's butt hurt.
Somebody, damn.
No, even Slow-mo, I was on a show with Crossfire with him, and I told him that this probably was going to happen right around that time. And he was like, nah, that ain't going to happen like that. And guess what? Now you want to put it out there on Crossfire like it was your thing.
Oh,
and I love that.
That's why I'm giving you flowers because when you said it, I was like, hold on, and I'm not going to take credit for nothing because I was totally not. I was like, no, that's not going to happen. They just acquired them. That don't make no sense, Sir X-Man.
Yeah,
but
on the next podcast because Christy was on.
I still think
you did it on the next podcast, and or GRG.
Yeah, it was next podcast.
Okay, so what do you
reiterated it on your?
Did it in a party.
Yeah, you talked about it in a party. You said, yeah. So okay, so I will let people say what they got to say, and so we can get out of here. But Sir X-Man, I just wanted to give you your props on that because I thought. Shit, because when I seen people bring it up, I'm like, man, Sir X-Man was saying this shit from the get. I thought that shit was crazy. Now, it's a possibility for sure. I say 70-30 that this is not going to happen. Right, but
I don't think that they're gonna sell it to them, but they are.
Oh, you shut up, you negative Nancy. You've been negative Nancy the whole time.
He's being serious. He's being serious.
Why don't you clean your panties and shut up?
Oh wow. Oh wow!
I think Grandpa needs to go get his cough medicine.
Oh, yeah, he about to go to bed. He got his cracker and milk. He just wants to. He just wants to.
Dark admitted he wear panties. Come on now.
I
didn't.
Can we stay on topic when we go so we get the hell out of here?
I didn't hear what you said because you know why? You're always mumbling and shit.
Oh shit!
Mumble.
I personally don't. I don't feel like Embracer's probably gonna sell to Xbox. I think they will definitely work together.
It'll be
on
a
lot of
mutual
transmit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it'll be a mutual thing. I don't think they're gonna sell them to.
No,
them.
they'll give it to them because it's actually.
I don't
not.
think they're gonna give it to them. I think they're gonna work with them to do that.
That's on the stock market, so they can sell them sell them the company without it being any type of violation whatsoever.
I don't think they're going to sell those companies, though.
You just don't want Tomb Raider on the Xbox only.
No, I just don't think that Embracer's going to sell that company, but I think they have a good working relationship with Xbox for sure, of course, but I don't think that they're going to sell that company because they know how much they can make off of those IPs that they own.
Well, we'll see, because I mean,
let
me
clear my throat.
Oh God, feed my wife.
Dark. Money talks.
Yeah.
Money talks. All over this place. Embracer Group is worth what? $9 billion or a little bit more, maybe.
Yes.
Microsoft slaps them $1 billion for them. They gone.
Why would Microsoft spend? $2 billion. Why would Microsoft spend $1 billion or $2 billion
on Crystal Dynamics?
On Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal
is one of the best game developers still out.
When Embracer only got them for like in the millions, why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Whatchamacallit, Square Enix was trying to unload some stuff because they did not want to deal with any more Western games.
They didn't want
to. So they unloaded it on the cheap so they could save it for Sony, so Sony doesn't have to spend as much for the acquisition.
Okay, but I just don't think the Embracer is going to sell those companies to Xbox.
Nobody thought Activision. Nobody thought Activision wasn't going to go to Xbox either, and Microsoft.
Yeah, but why would Embracer buy them? Why would Embracer buy them and then all of a sudden just turn around and sell them for $1 billion?
Okay,
well, for one, $1 billion is because of
And also, why would Xbox pay $1 billion for it? Because the Embracer Group got it on the cheap, like.
Okay, so
that's $700 million.
You know what that makes? You know what that makes? You know what that makes Embracer Group look like? Makes them look like they're desperate. It makes them look like they're desperate.
I don't think people will care about, because a lot of people don't know about Embracer Group like that.
If they're gonna sell that, they're gonna sell that.
So it makes Sony look like they're desperate for jacking up the prices on their consoles. It makes Sony desperate for charging a lot for a doggone VR. It makes Sony desperate for charging an extra $10 for games.
I didn't say that they weren't desperate. I never said that PlayStation was never
desperate.
You threw that in there. I never said that they weren't desperate.
You threw that in there talking about Embracer Group. You know
right.
How many
because I think Embracer Group, it will make them look desperate if they try to sell them.
Embracer sells IPs and publishers all the time that they acquire.
I think you're looking into it too much. To be honest,
no, not really. He decided, because that's how I looked at it when he said it to me. I was like, I think you just hoping so much to have Tomb Raider on Xbox.
Hoping a little too much.
But listen, this is the thing though. It's caught fire so much that, you know, even though it's a possibility now. Like, I mean, this is
a possibility. I just don't see them actually doing it because they have a great relationship with Xbox. Why wouldn't they just
because you have a great
outsource them? Why wouldn't you just outsource them to Xbox? Like,
and that could totally
do that and still make a ton of money off of what IPs.
What if
make a ton?
Okay, so check this out, right? Me and Don talked about this. Me and Don talked about this on. No, you fine. Me and Don talked because it wasn't like mean spirited. It was just passion. I'm cool with yelling with passion. But me and Don talked about this on Devin the Gamer. And Don, of course, he always throws these crazy ass scenarios. But he's like, what if, like what you're saying, Dark, that Microsoft pretty much has a really good strong standing with Embracer Group, and maybe that the situation where Square was over here talking about, you know, where they were saying they wanted to be, you know, get more into the Western market and things like that. And obviously that probably was a position to where they were trying to sell. I mean, that they were looking to try to, you know, strengthen their position to whoever they're trying to sell to, because obviously it is kind of clear that Square Enix wants to be bought out by somebody.
Mhm.
That's how I look at it. And then it comes to fuck around, and then Sony and Square Enix just don't see eye to eye, because Sony really just only wants the Final Fantasy franchises, and Microsoft picks them up. And then they'll still
Only Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest.
I would
Who
rather
picks
have
who up?
Nintendo
They pick up
them up.
Square Enix.
Yeah. What do you think?
They pick up Square.
Good thing?
I mean, that's on Square. You know, I mean, that's,
well, I know, but how kind of crazy shit would that be?
Upset
though?
about it, but
No,
Right.
hold up.
it would be
The
some
turnabout
crazy
is
shit.
fair
But
play. Real quick, guys. So it said that's up to Square. So why can't that be on Embracer Group to say, okay, we're gonna sell it to Xbox? Why,
it is.
why the dou-
I
why
didn't
the
say
double
that they
standard?
weren't.
Well,
I didn't say that it
I mean,
was
it's not only just
I think
Xbox.
it's
It could
going
be
to happen.
it could be
I
EA or
just don't
Tencent
think
or
it's
somebody
going to
else.
happen.
Right.
I just don't see it happening because of the fact that they just bought them. Like, I could see maybe, 5-6 years down the line, maybe they sell them to them, but not as soon as they get them. I think they're going to see where,
unless they hold
they're
them,
making
unless Microsoft said,
unless
"Look,
they
man,
were-
we'll give you a little bag."
unless Microsoft said something to them as to the effect of, like, we want you to buy Embracer, we want you to buy Square, we want you to buy Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal, and we'll pay as much as you paid for them. We'll pay a little bit more to take them off your hands later on, or whatever.
I
After
don't think
this
it would be a
Activision
later
deal.
on, because by then, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a long period of time, dude. 5 years is a long period of time.
That's not long.
That's not
long.
Not in the business world.
No, it's not.
No, not in the business world.
5
no.
years is not very long.
But in the
It
gamers
really isn't.
world, it is.
No, in the business world, we're not talking about games. We're talking
we're not talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
games.
Because
We're talking about business world.
Tomb Raider is what? Tomb Raider's been in development for what? A couple of years now. So yeah, we won't see Tomb Raider until mid.
They started the new Tomb Raider late last year.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
Tomb Raider's we ain't gonna
we're
see Tomb
looking
Raider
at
until the end of the
probably-
generation.
Honestly, we'll probably maybe see at the end of the generation
No,
them
Tomb Raiders
buy
don't take that long.
Crystal
It
Dynamics.
don't take them that long.
No,
No, it's gonna take them a
No,
while.
I'm saying that they probably will buy Crystal Dynamics. If this is the case, they'll probably buy Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal towards the end of the generation.
Yeah, and the weird thing about it, my last part, so we can get out of here, because
after Embracer has made their money off
off of the
Tomb
other
Raider
IPs that they did,
and helping Microsoft with Perfect Dark and
Fable.
Fable. Yeah.
Right. Now, my last part of this, and then we're gonna get out of here, is the possibility. The one thing that caught my attention was that the Embracer Group disbanded the mobile division that they just bought. And I'm looking at that like, damn, you would think the Embracer Group, and I understand that the guy doesn't like mobile, but you would think, because mobile is really probably the biggest market in gaming at this point right now, that they would probably want to invest into it. But for them to cut that like that, kind of says they cut the mobile. They cut Embracer Group cut out of the deal that they got getting Crystal Dynamics and all that Western division. Well, there was another division that was only working on mobile games, but they shut that down this week.
Probably because they didn't see them.
It was Square Enix, but they changed the name.
Yeah, they changed the name because they thought that they changed their name.
They probably didn't see the money in it because of the fact of what kind of games they put out. Like it's not like King, where King puts out Candy Crush and everybody's fucking playing that game.
Right.
Still to this day, it all depends on, when it comes to mobile. It all depends on the game and what the company puts out. The IP, yeah. That's really all it has to come down to.
Well, all right, guys. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
When Microsoft owns oh my goodness, what's it called? They'll have the rights to
King.
Call of Duty Mobile. So I mean, that's big money right there too.
Well, that
Yeah.
the reason why I thought like that, like if this stuff is, where people are going around making this, saying this stuff, could that be a reason why Microsoft was like, well, shit, we'll have King, so there's really no reason to have that. So go ahead and disband him. I don't know. It's very interesting, but I'm going to give Sir X-Man his flowers because, like I said, he was the first one that I ever heard talking about it. So, and then I'm starting to hear everybody talk about it now as just a possibility. I don't think anybody in their right mind would just say that this is a serious. I mean, this is the actual serious situation, or true situation.
Honestly,
this is all speculation.
I never thought about that until I saw whatever slow-mo backslaps posted up on Twitter. I was just like, are you out of your rabbit ass mind? Honestly, I did. I thought that at the time when I saw it.
I want to know. I want to hear other people's opinions. Just real quick, real short opinions. That's all.
I think everybody's ready to go. Sir X-Man. Podcast is over.
I'll say something. Say something.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I agree with Sir X-Man because I was in the chat with him and I was saying, yeah, this seems like a possibility. Microsoft was just saying, hey, do this for us and we'll give you a little bit more. So I do agree that this was a possibility back then. Now, granted, I wasn't in any podcast to say anything, but, I'm saying it now.
Well, I got you, and I'm holding you as I'm nurturing you. You know what I'm saying? And you're growing as we speak. Oh, shit. Anyway. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get the hell out of here. Oh, man. I appreciate it. As we sign out of here, man, we got to show the respect to the ladies. So we first, Cozy. Thank you so much for coming through. You still sound hype. I love it. Thank you so much. I hope this is good. Yeah. You finna go to the bar? Let's go. So she had Ethiopian coffee and she's gonna get coffee. Her ass is she's gonna sleep all day long. So all right, where can they find you at?
Amalar on the screen?
No, that's Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, know your game, sucker.
That's why I asked, dude.
Cozy, hope this isn't the last time that you come back on, man. Really do appreciate it, man. You was spin some facts, man. Like, I don't know, late night Cozy is a problem. Ham, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all need to start doing y'all's podcast late at night, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Because she on point. But anyway, Cozy, where can they find you at?
Everywhere I'm findable. I am the only Cozy Beluga, and that's Cozy with an S.
Let's go.
I like to keep it mysterious, but if you search for me places, you'll find me.
Oof. Okay. Boy, I don't know, man. Listen to
I like that. That's a good outro.
Oh man. All right. And Spider-Man said King David said the same thing. So I don't know when King David said that, but yeah,
he said it on Crossfire.
Yeah, King David's been off his rocker for years. So.
Oh my God. Damn, the disrespect.
He said it on Boom Show. He came.
Oh my God.
I like King David. He's funny.
Oh, now you're trying to be nice to King David. King David, get that ass. Throw him in the bushes.
He's going down with the ship just like you, K Mega.
You damn right. Oh, yep. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. There won't be a PlayStation 6 at all.
Woo!
Now skip straight to 7 because
I
the
don't
5
think
is so great.
Yeah, I don't think that there'll be a 7. I still think that there might be a 6, but I don't think there'll be a 7. But anyway, all right.
Be an Xbox.
You might not be a world. Who knows what's going to happen?
I'm not saying that there's not going to be an Xbox like.
Yeah, you talk about console.
Saying, there might not be an Xbox like an actual box.
I know. I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
Don't go to sleep. It's no way.
I don't know if I'm gonna go to either. I'll go to sleep and go here and rub on
12:30 over there.
Rub on it. It's 11:30. It's 11:30.
Yeah, it's 11:29.
Yeah, I'm going to either go in there and rub on the wife's ass and go to sleep. I'm gonna.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
If I was her, I'd be like, swat it away.
She probably will. She probably will. But then, you know what I'm saying, I get a little aggressive, like, you know what this is, girl. You know what this is. You know what I'm saying? These are prison rules up in here. You know what I'm saying? You better get your ass up, toot that up, girl. Anyway.
Good way.
You're right, not in a good way, girl. Let's go. Oh shit. Then she gonna look at me and laugh and turn over and say, take your ass to bed.
Outros, K-Mega. Outros.
I know, right? Optimus, where can they find you at, man?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter.com. You can also find me on Xbox and PlayStation at the same name. And as always, K-Mega, brother. It's always a fun time.
It's always fun time. Yeah, at least I'm not like drunk or nothing where you can. Yeah.
Fuck Sir X, man. He's a piece of shit.
Yes, sir. Man, speaking of old crusties, Sir X Man, where can they find you at, bro?
Next week they can find me on GRG.
What you coming on here for, man? You said you was done. What you coming back on the show for?
Nah, I got a doctor's appointment. So
man, no. Man, Lord.
You don't want me in that game, so you have another person that can help you lose another round.
So you and Locust been talking, man. Listen, I don't know what's going on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been talking because Loke definitely is coming next week. So this is bullshit. So you already must have been talking. Man, y'all coming to attack me, try to take my crown. Oh man, I need to hit up Mitchie then too to see because she's the one that won. So see if she want to come on next week.
But you can find me at Sir X Man, just how it's spelled down there on my name. Find me on Sir X Man on Steam. Find me at Sir X Man, just how it's spelled there on Twitter. Even though I pretty much don't do that anymore, and pretty much Sir X Man 1 on Twitch whenever I decide to stream. And Sir X-Men on YouTube whenever I decide to do something on my channel. Other than that, I'm ready to go back into some more Star Trek Online. I'm enjoying the new the story they got. It's dope. It is dope. So if you're a Trekkie, I think you should check it out. Dude, they brought back V'ger, man.
Trek, what year is this?
Dude, you are such a nerd, man. I swear, Sir X, man.
Dude, we play video games. We're all fucking nerds.
No, you're more of a nerd. You're more of a nerd. You're more of a nerd because you like anime, you like Star Trek.
I don't like anime.
Trek.
You like Trek, though.
Hey, so does K-Mega. K-Mega a Trekkie, too. Don't even try it.
I am a Trekkie.
That's because K-Mega's like Old Man River, you know?
What?
Oh.
I used to do text-based Star Trek roleplay.
Time, you know?
When I was like 12.
Star Trek roleplay when you were 12. How old are you?
Who, me?
No,
I just have a squealy voice, so I sound young.
But she's not young. Yeah, she's a woman, she said. She says she in them clubs.
31.
She said 34. 34.
More than a woman.
You kind of up there.
I grew up with Star Trek The Next Generation, and I was all like, this is garbage.
Oh my God.
Did you see the 2 Reading Rainbow episodes where LeVar Burton was like, let's look around the Enterprise? It happened twice on Reading Rainbow, and I remember both episodes.
Reading Rainbow.
I did like Reading Rainbow.
Go. I love Reading Rainbow. And I love dope. Star Trek too. All right. Yeah. Anyway.
Star Trek.
Viper. You know what I'm saying? These people won't shut the hell up, man. Where can they find you at, man?
Ain't that a bitch?
Where can they find you at, Viper?
Well, while the Maguires away, the Jamaican going play. So, anyway.
He brought out your Jamaican Maguire.
So, anyway, you can find me on Xbox, PC, Steam, you know.
PlayStation?
Twitter.
PlayStation? Man, talk about that PlayStation, bro.
Anyway, no, it's all everything's all RG Viper X. I still do have my PlayStation ID, but I ain't giving that out. Forget that. But yeah.
So do I.
I'm hardly.
How do you know you still have it?
Because I'm able to sign into it.
Just making sure, because that happened to me.
Yeah.
That happened to me.
Yeah. But see, because I don't give it out, that way people can't find it.
Oh no, I mean that I was like, let me check on my PlayStation account, and then that's how I discovered.
Y'all guys need to be playing more
compromised.
PlayStation. Y'all are disrespecting.
That's right.
Well, I
Sony.
use my account on PS3, so it's
You're hurting
it's
my
an
heart
Android
over here,
stick on the
guys.
app.
Okay.
You guys should be playing more PlayStation.
All
So I
right.
can have people to play with.
Oh shit!
That's
You
your
just
fault. You don't like playing
that's
with
your
people
fault.
anyway. You say you don't like multiplayer games. Put
Right.
your shit straight.
Yeah, that is part of you say. Ham Solo. You still playing? You still playing Persona, asshole?
Bruh, yeah.
Oh man, I
I've been
hate
playing
you.
the whole time. I mean,
Man, I'm tired of it.
I'm a
Okay.
little more quiet than usual. Sure.
Oh yeah,
but-
you have. I'm gonna go ahead and slap my wife's ass, and I'm coming right back on the game. I'm getting back up. I'm waking up. Let's go.
Yeah,
Where can they find you at?
I'm on July 17th now. So
This
I'll be
bastard
putting
trying to
in a
catch
little
me,
bit
man. I'm in October, man. I gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing.
I guess so, man. I don't know what you're running from.
Oh man. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta answer Sleepy real quick.
Just so
Sleepy,
you know,
I
K
did like
Mega
Air
is
Gear.
a.
Air Gear was the shit.
Just so you know, K Mega ducks a lot. Okay.
Wow.
So just be prepared.
Wow. Damn.
He was ducking his wife for the Switch. He ducked.
Oh my God! I got her.
Remember that?
I got her
3 years
Switch.
to get a Switch.
I got her Switch right next to me. I got her Switch right next to me.
He also ducked King Thrash when he was.
Oh my God! I need to ask King Thrash to come back on GRG so I can lambaste his ass and rotate and put an apple in his mouth, so I can sit there and I can finish him off. But anyway, pause.
I definitely like to debate King Thrash.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. So I'll hit him up. I'll see what's up.
Damn.
Yeah, he said you want to come out there and get early.
I don't
Wow.
think Archie Viper's gonna go toe to toe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you're ready for that, man, because he got a lot of stands with him and shit. It's just nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if I'm on that show. Oh man.
Yeah, oh man, yeah. And then he just got a lot of just grimy, filthy ass, just disgusting stands to just say the most egregious things. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. You know. Anyway. So Ham, where can they find you at? And you know what I'm saying? Who are you still trying to get after old girl? Kasami?
Oh, absolutely.
No, okay.
I'm still trying. I mean, she threw some shade at my crew.
What? Oh, what?
I mean, hey, Mega loves to hit that button. He loves to hit that button.
Okay.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
not 14.
Whoa.
I just, I'll say it after the podcast, but there's a time where me and K Mega were playing games and it got wild.
It got way wild. Anyway, all right. So okay.
Oh
all right.
man, what is happening right now?
No, we got to get out of here, man. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to do 3 and just go, but man, 2.5 and go, but we still 2 and 3.5. Anyway, all right.
You keep asking me to go on ahead and send it out, but bro, I mean, you keep leading me down this avenue where things go straight to Discord.
Oh my God! All right. Oh, is there everybody else? Oh, okay. I thought you was.
Yeah, find me on Twitter at HamSolo05 Gaming. I'm on PlayStation, Xbox at
there you go.
As HamSolo05. That's where you can find me pretty much everywhere. But on YouTube, I have a channel, TSWS Gaming. Me, Loke, and Cozy every Friday. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I talk to different gamers around the world. So
yes,
go
check out that fucking channel, damn it.
Yeah, go check out that channel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? As he's already been matured, but he still needed to be on the K Mega suckling on the teat. And so I will sit there and help him out.
No one needs to be on your teat.
Yeah,
no
you know what I'm saying? So,
Nobody.
you know what I'm saying? I got all these.
You really say suckling.
Yeah.
You know, there is a problem with that. He got too much hair around the nipple.
I do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But still. Yeah, that's true too, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm over there. I'm looking like I'm looking like Fat Rick Ross over here, but that's okay though. We're losing weight. We're losing weight here. We're losing weight. So you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying?
God.
All right, guys, we about to get out of here. Is there anybody else that I missed?
No.
Goblin said mega teeth. Oh, and and Yobi said, "Where's the switch? Oh, the switch is right here in front of me, man." I sit there and I was talking to somebody and they wanted to play the Marvel game. And I was saying I was down, so hopefully he'll hit me up so we can go ahead and jump on there and play. So that'll be great. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming and checking this out. Another great show. Check us out next week. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, anybody that's here, definitely welcome to come back. Really do enjoy it. I learned things today about Miles, his how you say his proper last name, and about Ethiopian coffee, which is very well. And, this new thing that we're going to be adding, and you know what I'm saying? And I might just, you know what I'm saying? Mega teats. Let's go.
Oh,
just
end it. End it now.
I want the book like this.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast.
I got another
all your
phrase for
gaming
that.
news.
There's a lady present.
Topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG podcast.